prayed for redemption. So many people paid the price. The kids, the blood, the young, the old, for freedom to be free for Israelites. It doesn't matter who pays the price at that moment. Until we get these things straight, we know who are terrorists. We know what they are and know what they do. And for you to revenge it back, you don't need to begin to look at the way until you begin to get this thing straight. See, the truth. You see, let me tell you something. Go to America, blow America embassy down today. If America is coming to you, they will not remember whether there are keys, 1 million keys for you to be removed. They will make sure they bring that place down where you are. So the world now will not look it as an error because they are white, they are in power. When you as a human, as a black, begin to do the needful for you to be free, sentiments begin to come. Sentiments are the reason why we are still where we are. Until we speak the truth and tell us each other the truth, we know what is terrorist. Those who leave their land, we are not in another man's land. I didn't come leave my homeland to go to Hausa land, to Kaduna to go and revolt. They are in my own land killing me. So for me to pull them out of my land, look at what the president is doing. He has to order France to leave their own land. If France does not leave their land, if they begin to fight France, anything that is within that circumstances will be dealt with. So if the France tomorrow are talking about, hey, you say we are not terrorists, you are not terrorists, you're killing our people, that is your business. We are in a state of war, a state of redemption. Get it? We need to specify its issue. We just don't walk up and begin to fight for freedom. We fight for freedom because we need to be free from some kind of people within us. It's either you leave our country or you are done with. Because until you take these actions, when we talk about terrorism, I can't leave Biafra land and go to Kaduna with a knife and begin to kill them for one. I want to take over their land because of tribalistic or because of religion. Then you allow them to lay me free. One day you kill an Hausa man in Kaduna state, the whole Igbo market, the whole Igbo houses will be burned to ashes. What do you say about it? People don't talk about it. They see it as their rights. When we talk about terrorism, the world knows this very well. And they expect you, they don't need to come and tell you this simple English that you need to defend yourself, that whatever you see that stands beyond your road, pull it off at that moment for your freedom. These things are the things that people need to get straight in their head, madam. Until we do this, we will still remain where we are. You will fight for this freedom for the next 100 years, you won't get it. And people will keep dying. We need to be truthful to ourselves and tell us the same truth. You see, they wake up in the morning one night, they go to our homes where we are lying down, sleeping, they burn it down. Young men and children. And they go to their marketplace, they sit down there, they celebrate, they share the money. They are living within that circumstances where they sell their mommy, they call it mommy. The army barracks, you see that there, they come to, just let me take you as Obinze as an example. There is a barracks in Obinze, and there is Obinze bush, where Naze Avon and Obinze is located. Go to that forest. Sometimes the zoo will go there by way of trying to be realistic, by way of trying to be truthful when they are not truthful. They will see 500 ammunition in that mommy where they are living. After that, they will start building another mommy. They say Packard, the governor will say Packard. At the end of the day, within 1 week, they will have that monopoly that they are the owners of the country. They have that mommy back belt, and the same terrorists are still living there. And then they come out and rob us. Then they come out and kill our people. Then they come out and rape our mothers and fathers who are going to the farm. Until we go that same place and pull them out. Anything it will cost us to pull them out, do it for your freedom. If it costs pulling the whole people down there, whether they are children or are men, for your better freedom, we need to be specific and be plain to ourselves. Because we are in the midst of war. And in the midst of war, anything can happen. When Israel blew down this terrorist man, was he the only person that was affected? No, there were children, men and women, innocent, for freedom to be. Today, they are bound to Israel. Nobody's talking about it anymore. That's by the way, Israel is free. If they don't want it, Israel will give them the more. Are they the only people? Is it because they are our brethren who have a white color and we have the black color? My brother, we need to be spoken to ourselves. We need to be truthful to ourselves until we blacks, they call Negro, stand up for ourselves. Stand up to do what they have been doing. Stand up to be like them. See, this country, it will take a long time. Let mark this word I say to you. It will take a long time for blacks to become free. But until the blacks are waking up, they are waking up and they have to stand tall to do it. Somebody must bring out that revolution. Somebody must bring out that devil in him. I'm telling you the gospel truth. This is just what it is. Because they know that the more they keep doing us like this, we keep complaining. And our complaint does not give us solution. What will give us solution is an action. And that is why I want to tell you the truth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu belt ESM. And our brother, who God gave wisdom, turned them to be army by forming the government. Something needs to be done. And that thing needs to be done the earlier the better. Somebody said on this space, this is yesterday or 2 days ago, that they may not be the only people that they will come for. And the more they keep bringing people onto arrest, the more those who don't have the faith, the monopoly to react will begin to be fading. They will begin to be getting weak. Something needs to be done. And it's only but one man would do it. One thing at the back of our mind is this. One day, someone will be born. And one day, someone will die. In whichever way, this country must continue. The world must continue. And until you take the bull by the horn, you remain where you are. I don't know if I've answered that question from you, Auntie.
So you have not given us a clear name of people you believe that are terrorists.
We know who the terrorists are. We know who the terrorists are. Defining who terrorists are, the more it keeps getting me angry, Auntie. We know who they are. We don't need to freedom. We will not be coming here. These people, the entire world know who they are.
Can I come in?
Yeah.
Okay. Stella wants you to mention. You want to call names? See, let me
now. Fulani know them. The Boko Haram, we know them.
Yeah,
we're calling their names times.
Let me come into you. Let me come into your space as well. You see, one thing we see, one thing we always one thing we always see and take as people that are the terrorists are the foot soldiers. No. You see, those foot soldiers are not the real, they are terrorists. Yes, they are terrorists, but they are not the main key terrorist people. Understand? Those foot soldiers are not the major problem. They are not the root. Understand? Because they did not order themselves. They did not sponsor themselves. They did not feed themselves. They did not arm themselves. They did not bankroll themselves. The major terrorists are those you don't see. The state sponsors, the state actors, the executives, the leaders of the world. They are the major problem of terrorism. They are the masters of terrorism, and they are the real grandmasters of terrorists. Take, for example, in the zoo, the Fulani jihadists, ISWAP, and the rest of them did not find their way to the zoo. It was the zoo executives, then dead Buhari, and the co-governors that went in search of them, promised them heaven and earth, supplied them with the materials needed for them to carry out the actions, and promised them that no military will come after them, no forces will come after them. They should do anything they want to do. Then bankroll them, make sure that they entice them with enough money. Those are the three terrorists. These ones you see are the foot soldiers. If those ones said no today, the foot soldiers will die. If those ones you want to use the whole security architect to go after them, to go after their network, their calls, trace them, you see them running. They will all die off. So the real terrorist people are the state actors, the governors, the president. Then when it comes to the world at large, see Qatar. Qatar is the headquarters. Qatar and Iran are the headquarters of terrorism. They are the key sponsors of terrorists. As in key sponsors of terrorism, they are the masters and the grandmasters of terrorists. Hamas leader is today dining, having banquet in Qatar. A man, the Hamas leader controller, this man, his net worth is to be around 3-point-something billion US dollars. How did he get? How did he? Where did he get that money? And how did he get that money from? Because wait. Where did he get that money? And how did he get that money from? These men, these state actors, sponsor him and bankroll him to go and recruit people to cause this mayhem. So these state actors are the real terrorists. Iran today, you see Houthis, you see Hezbollah, you see all these things. They are the arms part of Iranian government that are terrorists that they used to destroy that region. They used to make that a region ungovernable. They used to make the region, keep it unrest. Iran sponsor them. They are the key state. So that is why United States goes for them. And they are destroying the
Bro Williams.
Yeah.
Can I give you one information? 100%. You just said 100%. But let me give you one thing. Do you know why the prime minister of Israel went for them there? Because he's a prime minister, a sitting country. Now we are yet to be a sitting country, but we want to fight terrorism. We want to deal with terrorism. I want to bring solution. A little mathematics. I get this. The state actors, they are the ones in the seats of the government in Nigeria. For me to get to them, it's one thing. There are people they pay to bring in, to destabilize me, to kill me, to pull me down. I know where they are. I know where they bring in their businesses. They give them lands. They bring their cows there. They do their businesses on their own power. They take over my lands. Are you getting me? They take over my. They build houses in that forest. Live there with their houses, their children, and their wives. And they stay there, they give themselves guns, they have millions of guns, they keep there, and they come to terrorize me, they pull me out, they want to take over my land, they take over, not they want to, they take over my land, they become the owners of that land, they tell you how long they have been in that existence, that land, which
I can't hear who is speaking. Brian, I can't hear you.
The network have kicked Brian out, and also when you see Biafra as well. Both of them are there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, the place that OEC Biafra is coming from is different from what Stella is trying to make him answer to. OEC Biafra, we understand your question. We understand your. Are you still talking?
Yeah, I'm talking, bros. I was off a little. I just came in. So I want to look at how we could give ourselves a solution when we come to, discuss their terrorism. Because the more I keep discussing their terrorism, it's like they're giving them power to keep terrorizing me. I also have to give them the solution that I know I can deal with. Because for me to get to the state actors, first of all, I will have to deal with where they have camped them, when they are unstable, when they don't have any place to stay again. The state actors have no option to bring their own foot soldiers, terrorists to that land. I will also bring them down. Anything on the, because I have an army already on ground, and I need to fight this thing equally. Because for me to see, until we begin to own that homeland, that 40 state, we need to take over that 40 state. By doing that, we need to evacuate those state actors. For that to happen, where they bring in those terrorism and keep them, we know where they are. Put them out of our land. When they are uncomfortable anymore, they have no option either to go to the barracks and leave the road, leave our lands. They begin to understand this philosophy. I think they will understand that the terrorism in that alone, we don't want them again. But see, I want us to get me straight. You see, these people who are the Fulani, who are the state actors, who are the terrorists themselves, who has brought in these people from Niger, they brought them all from Sahara. They become shoemaker, by seeing them as human beings like us. They come in with trailers, house, they take over our land. The governors will come give them one allocation of land without them buying it, without them paying for it. We go to their homeland, we buy lands, we build houses. Any day they get angry with us, they burn it down. They pull it down and tell us, Nyamani, get away from our lands. They have polymony of terrorism. They have the polymony of killing, and they see us like fools, dogs that can always be bring down to a slaughter, and they don't speak, they don't talk, and they butcher them. And then what do? They bring them on our own two eyes. They bring them even our own line. They pull us, bring a refugee for us in your. It's an insult. They create a refugee for you in your own land when there are no crisis. Create that crisis. Let them be refugee. Make it at once. Let them be. We need something that the world will need to come and ask what is happening. The truth is that they listen to every spaces we do. They listen to it. They want to see the other side of us. That's why they look at a blind man to remain where they are constantly. They expect that they need to rule you. I want us to get it clear until we do something critically, something that will put the world to coming down to this country as what is happening, where the whole world will begin to know these people are rising up, the blacks are rising up. They don't want your colonialism anymore. If you're a terrorist, go back to your homeland. Go back to your homeland and do your terrorism. Not in our homeland. We can't keep posting them killing our brothers. Look at the Delta State, people are crying every day. I look at them. Tomorrow, after they have cried for 1 month, you see one useless boys who come out. They say they are blacks, they are ye. They say they are Viking. They begin to kill themselves when you cannot even kill that Fulanis where you know where they are. In Abakaliki, they're killing themselves for a piece of land where they can't even farm. This rainy season, it will take over that land. And then there was this Fulani man sitting on your land, taking over, which you cannot pursue him out, but you're killing your own brother for them. How many will you remain after killing them? Go to Ububra. The same thing is happening today in Ububra. Young men are running away from their homeland because of what? Because of lands. And the government doesn't want to come. The day they will remember one Fulani man taking over their land and pursue them, you see they will send trip of military Fulani henchmen to go and kill the whole family, kill the whole community. Nobody's talking about this. And I'm getting pissed off in this land. My brother, I'm in the homeland. I understand what I'm saying. The level of terrorism in this land is not what I need to begin to analyze. I need to do something critical that will make the world understand what we are passing through. I am trying to be sincere and plain. As a human being, as a Christian, the church will be there. They will burn the church, go and do a mistake in Kaduna State. I mean a mistake. Talk about anything Christian that will invoke a Muslim or a Fulani in that land. The next 45 hours, you will hear 20 Christians, churches have been burned down. What are you telling me? Igbo markets have been destroyed. Igbo markets have been destroyed. Houses have been, our people keep buying with millions, buying it. And we're asking them to support us. And they keep talking nonsense. Hey, you're killing your fellow Igbos. You're killing your fellow Biafrans. Fucking they care not of what they are saying. You are there, you cannot eat that shout. You're killing the Igbos, they keep killing you, and you keep calling them to come and assist you. How many times have you gotten them assist you? In which Kaduna State do you have the biggest barracks? In which north do you have bigger barracks? It's only in the southeast. They are putting those barracks to checkmate you. For God's sake, something needs to be done. That is the ideology of those who are coming out as freedom fighters who want freedom for their people. It is to pull out of their land so that they can be free and rule themselves and give themselves those things that we need to be. When Biafra was Biafra, when our fathers can go out to the farm, there was a day my mom can go to the farm, stay in the farm from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock and come back. Nobody will be afraid of anything. I will go alone to the bush, go and carry my mother's cassava and come back. But today, can I do it? Ordinary my forest, I can't even near it because of what? One fear of one idiot sitting in the forest with AK-47, with ours, and when you kill them, the parents will come and tell you, why are you killing them? Put yourself on. My brother, something needs to be done for freedom.
Let me interject you a little bit. I want to ask you a question. Yes, you said a lot of things here, and we all understand, and we all are some of us here are even more angrier than you. But I want to ask you a question. What do you suggest, or what is the advice that you're giving for us now to be able to contain the excesses of these terrorists that have been ravaging our land and also committing genocide in our land. Because at the end of the day, we all know that there's a kind of issue at hand now. And, before all these things can be done, it all boils down on funding. And we know as it stands now, the government, which is the Biafran Republic government in exile, is very, very short on funding. So what is the advice that you're going to give to we, the Biafran people? Because at the end of the day, our freedom lies in our hands. And at the end of the day, we need to fund these things to happen, because the people that we are fighting against are being funded heavily. I'm coming. The people that we are fighting against now, which are the Fulani terrorist people, are being funded. It's not only even the Nigerian government that is funding these people. The Islamic world in general are funding.
Let me ask.
So what is the advice now that you hear? Yeah, what is the advice you want to give?
Let me answer that question. What we need to do is to fund anonymously. IOU is on ground. People are funding it. Let them continue funding it anonymously. We keep keeping it silent. They don't know what we are doing, but they know that we come on space. Apart from the one who come on Zoom meetings to funding anonymously. There are people who want to fund, who doesn't want to even announce it anonymously. We do the contact, do the link. I'm not in abroad. Maybe my limited money I fund a little, but there are people who have that money who wants to be kept silent anonymously, who want to do it. You know them, families, friends, cousins, fund anonymously. These are give this and take this, give this and take this. We do that, and once that is done, there's a reason for IOU. And that reason is anonymously. We keep shouting, fund IOU, fund IOU. People don't know whether they're funding it or not, but people are funding it. Anonymously. Look at the link for people to fund anonymously. And people will do that. I'm telling you the gospel truth that Biafrans like me who are ready to put to 1.something million, 2.something million for the sake of buying granules.
Yeah, but you see, Biafra, let me come in here.
Yeah,
you said that people are funding the IOU. Yeah, but in what extent? In what extent do you think that people are funding this IOU? And
this is why.
Wait, I'm coming. You will respond. And if really people are funding this IOU the way you are exaggerating it now, do you think that if really people are funding this IOU massively, do you think that we'll be in the position where we are today?
That is why there are people in the government who need to do ekeroneke. I am not in that position to do that work there, but I'm in the position to take people about funding. I'm in the position to tell people how to go there and do the funding on the IOU. Let them do their work, do their tasks, go out to the market. When you go to a company to work as a marketer, the bank will give you a job to do as a marketer. Your duty is to go out to the market, do the marketing, convince the people to fund, to put money in that account for that marketing to go on. It's our duty. The Prime Minister has brought out the idea of IOU. It's the government's duty, the people working there, to create a room for how to make the funding. We have more than 2 million Biafrans in and outside the country. We have more than 3 million rich Biafrans who can do it outside the country. Yes, we are doing our best. I want to be sincere. We're doing our best. $2,000, $1,000, $100, $10, $5, $2. We are doing our best, but the best is not enough. God actually, God give me 1 million naira in a week. I'm telling you the gospel truth. I'll give out 800,000 out of that 1 million to make sure that something is done. At least I'll manage 200 for my family. Because if I get that freedom, I know that freedom, I will eat more better. I will be free. My children will be free. I'll be able to walk freely on my road. I'll be able to go get a better hospital. There are people, let's forget about these state actors who come to their birthday party and throw 10 million. These are people who has already been bewitched. There are people out of homeland who God has blessed. They are somewhere. We know them. We are upside there. And charity begins at home. We are home here. I remember when Mazin Namdekalo formed unit, we know how we contribute every week in the unit to make sure that money travel out of Biafra land. I want to be sincere. Those of us who are home, we contribute with our little 500 naira, 1,000 to 2,000 in our unities. I know how the money was controlled until it was stopped. I tell you the truth. If men have the same opportunity to do the same thing now, they will do it more than that. And they are ready to contribute 5 million naira, even to 200, 1,000, 3,000 every week to make sure that individually, if I have in my unit up to 50 men in my unit, I know how they contribute. This is most people are not aware of this contribution going on.
1 minute, you just said something now that some men are willing if they have the opportunity. So those that have the opportunity, what is holding them back? Like as you said, in your unit or maybe your county. So what is holding them back from bringing this money? And what is your advice or the idea that you are giving the Biafran people and also the Biafran government in a way to liaise with these people and see how to get this money out of them?
That's what I'm telling you. Because one, you see, when we're under that forum, they were doing it. Now that everything has scattered, many of them have gone to different government, and we are trying to bring them back. You know very well we at home here are so hectic in putting them back to places. Those who have been trying to come back, yes, the country here in Nigeria, here in this Biafra land, are so strong that even people are finding it difficult. They're bankrupting so many of us that are finding it difficult to feed. Yes, they're trying. They're also, what I'm trying to say is that those of us who were doing it at that time were doing it anonymously, hiddenly, and something was going on. And today, because of those units are no more, because of the instruction of the government at that time, everybody is on their way, except when the DOS is trying to put them on sale. When they realized that it was not going, NGOZI has started it again. I know what I'm passing through to be able to bring some 10 to 15 people to a certain understanding of where you are going, where you want to contribute is not the right place. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I do every day. I transfer myself, go to some areas, go to some people I already had known who are in the system. I say, come, what are you doing? This is what we want. There are men need to do this, our men need to do that, our men need to do this. I know what it takes me to convince them to try to bring them down, because I'm working towards that. And if I can get up to 50 or 40 persons who are ready to do, okay, where are we going to channel this money for? Because they are not ready to say they're coming on space to announce what they will give. They need to do it anonymously and do what they need to do. If they can be contributing at least from that gathering, at least 1,000 naira to 2,000 naira every week, I know what it takes for them to do that. Yes, many may not be having, but by the time, because we are afraid of sabotage, because we know that sabotage must arise, and because many young boys now has gone into community police, and which is getting many of us are scared. I want us to understand what we are passing through at home. There are statistics we are looking at. We're looking at for the safety of certain persons who are they are ready to do what they need to do. Because many of them now, they come there, we begin to discuss those things. When there was no community police, many of them were loyal to the government. They're doing these things. But the community has put many of them into community police, where you begin to talk something you are afraid of. Because if you die, you can't get the Biafra. For us, we need to live to do what we need to do. And we talk to them, try to make them to understand for their own safety. We're expecting them to give us positive answer. But what I'm trying to put in place is this. Whatever we need to do to fund that IOU, to fund anonymously, to make sure that even while we come on and say fund, something also need to be done. That is all. And these things we know, the Biafrans know that we need to fund. Mazin Namdekal has educated us the need for funding. We know the need for funding. That is why I just hate the day that woman came into this struggle and start putting it the way it is now, because that woman has destroyed so many things which I don't want to talk about. Sometimes I get angry, but what can I do? She's not near me. Even the people, many of them who are supporting her, 99% of them are not here. So the 2-3 who are homeland are nothing but fools who will never supported Biafra freedom. They just came into it because they saw something going on. They came into it because they saw that the truth has started coming in. Many of them fall into line. And when they saw the opportunity to become what they are, these are the same people doing what they are doing. That is why sometimes when I come like this, I get angry, because I start looking at the people who are in this struggle sometimes.
I would like us to end this conversation here now, so we can be able to take other people's hands. But I really enjoyed your conversation. You understand? And for the fact that you and I and every other Biafran here can be able to agree that yes, this particular woman of concern brought in chaos and division that affected the funding of our liberation. Then now, everything now lies in our hands as a people, because this government that we are talking about, this government is our government. This government doesn't have anywhere they are sourcing money to fund this liberation. It's all the collective effort of we, the Biafran people, the little that we have been contributing, even before our Prime Minister was invited for question. Everything you saw or everything you see happening then was all about the effort of you and I. So now that we have come to acknowledge that, yes, there's a problem because there's a division that this woman of particular concern have caused, it's now left for us to start going back to all those of our brothers and sisters that we have been doing this thing together, that this woman have deceived and take away from the right track, and see a way to talk sense into their head to come back to the right track and start doing what you are doing. Because the earlier we start doing these things and start talking to our people to come back, the better for every one of us. Now, what I want to say is that Biafra is a done deal. You understand? But the question here is, how long will it take us to get this Biafra? Now, the earlier we come together and start putting our resources together in making sure that we put all the resources together, the quicker we get this Biafra. But if we keep dividing ourselves, the longer getting this Biafra will take us. But for us to get this Biafra is a done deal because Biafra has already been declared, and you know, it all depends on how we come together and start funding it the way we have been doing it before and getting it more quicker and faster. So I really appreciate your concern, and you know, you have been coming on spaces here all the time to speak. And I also want to encourage you, don't be discouraged, continue to do what you're doing, continue to talk to those people that you're talking to, and you know, in a matter of time, everybody will come to understand that this particular woman of concern is not here for Biafra, but here to destroy Biafra. At the end of the day, Biafra is going to win, and we all are going to come out victoriously. We understand your pain, we understand your frustration. The way you are frustrated back home there is the same way most of us here, some of us here in diaspora are also frustrated because many of us want to come back. The weather out here is not, is not friendly, but due to the circumstances back home, that is why you see some of us are still staying here, and it seems as if maybe we enjoy here more than back home. So we all are in the same shoes, but at the end of the day, we have to work together to make sure that Biafra becomes a reality. So thank you. I don't know if you have any last word before I move the mic to our minister. Biafra. All right, thank you very much, Biafra. BRGIE, MOA, my minister, you can have the mic.
Hello, good afternoon. This is BRGIE, Minister of Agriculture. I've heard what our honorable here is saying. Onyisi Biafra, your concern is very, very noted and on point. I've been listening. There are things he was saying here, and most of us, I don't think we are really grabbing what he's saying. In funding our liberation is full of tax burden, it's full of disappointment since our leader has been kidnapped, disappointment in what we are facing to get this Biafra. Where he's stressing it is on numbers. And it is in that number I am coming up with Agricultural Ministry, Minister of Agriculture. And it's that number that I'm coming with so many ideas. Our people say that yes, when we come together, we will bring things in a great format. But that format, Ofufu, what is it for? What is that Ofufu? What are we looking to that Ofufu? What do we want to do with that Ofufu? You know, we need to get that Ofufu gathered and use it for something. When the time comes to use that Ofufu to do something, we just let it go. And the Ofufu abanyo, and we continue again. That is what this guy is talking about. Abakoto pray ofufu prema. We have to use it to achieve something and not to let that ofufu to cool down. Then when we achieve something, we'll build on that ofufu. Build on the result of it and use it to continue and build up in something twice. That is what this gentleman is talking about. We had the DOS period in Italy that has been funding, and Donyendu has been saying how Italy has been making efforts. Italy is nowhere to reach its need now. I hope I'm making myself clear. Italy has nowhere to make its needs now. All the members are scattered because this ufufu Italy has been making, people are questioning on it. Where this ufufu? What have we done with this ufufu? So it comes to where I'm coming to that. We should design ways of attracting more people, not 100 and the same people on all this the same day, everyday activity. We need to find activity whereby we motivate people, whereby we encourage people, whereby we call people, say, oh, bring this, you will get this, like the IOU, which is correct, and people are doing it anonymously. It's not enough, but that it is a long-term assurance, long-term expectation. We need to find something of short-term expectation. Ideas of short-term expectation. You come, you get this, we are looking for something, and the government is using it to invest and do what we need to do in order to liberate our people. But at the same time, people are happy and they are seeing things done. And they are involved. So I will find a place, a project that I would prefer that 1 million people are coming in that project and contributing €1, €2, like Onyendu said. Come to this struggle, put in your €1, put in your €2. That is all. Then if you have the whole Biafra that we have referendum, 50 million Biafra, we cannot see in this struggle now, about 1 million or even 1,000 in a fundraising. That is where we should focus. So if we have a program that we have 1 million participating in that, even if it is weekly, even if it is daily, even if it is monthly, 1 million of all these Biafra believing in what we're doing and bringing €1, €2. Check what it is. You don't, time will come, we don't need to be stressing ourselves on fundraising and concentrate on all these projects. That is what this gentleman is talking about. And that is what is coming on, what ideas I'm bringing in agriculture. And other ideas I've put forward to the government. Nigerian government are using our resources and making millions and dwelling on our million and buying the whole world to suppress Biafra. Come on, we need to do more. We need to bring ideas. We need to talk less and bring ideas, more ideas. Fund the ideas. Funding of the ideas will be important. If ideas is brought and is not funded, it's a waste idea. But if idea is brought out, debated, approved, it is an idea that will see the future of the people. I'm talking and saying this with experience because I've worked here in Italy, in a company. I've brought an idea, and that idea strengthened a company, even building a robot with my idea. So take it serious what I'm talking about. That is our problem. If we don't value ideas, we head nowhere. money cannot solve anything all, because the Fulanis have taken all our resources and they are still taking it with impunity. You can't even challenge them, and they're making monies and buying the whole world to suppress our idea, to suppress where we are going, our liberation. And that is why we are here today. They will go and bribe and poison your own brother and sister, give them money and suppress you, and they get away with it. Now, what is happening with our leaders' trial today, I will not be surprised if the masked witnesses are even our people. I will not be surprised. Even our Igbo or Biafrans, I will not be surprised. I don't think any of these masked witnesses will be a Fulani. It's only Igbo or Fulani or Biafrans that can do that. But I'll keep it like that. I'm just watching. It is uncalled for. And how does he exist in a world, in a trial, bringing a masked witness to come and testify for some accusation, very grievous accusation like that on our Onyendu? And our people are keeping quiet. And it's still not enough for them to come out in mass and tell the government enough is enough. I made my statement a month, 2-3 months now, at the beginning of the year, that an action has to be triggered for the world to know that Biafrans are serious. And our people have not seen it a reason to trigger actions. With these killings and this trial and injustices happening to them, and they're still keeping quiet. Man, I'm disappointed with our people. I'm really, really crying for my people's future. I'm telling you. Now, oh dear, my God. I don't know what to say again or what to do, where to start. Where to start? It is too much. It's done too much. Our people are very cool. Yes, please. Our people are very cool and cool, but it's too much. I don't know the grade and what we are going to do now. Seeing all these things, hearing it.
Can I add up something to what?
Yeah, tell me. Go on. Sorry, I'm speaking out of anger now, and what is going on? The one saying
I want to add something to what you just. For example, we have how many license offices right around the world now? Perhaps 50. Let's bring out a strategy. See them as a unit where you begin to do meetings. In each country, I want to see that, oh, there is like 30 who are under that license office who can come to meeting. We are in Biafra land. Give me somebody that is trustworthy, that can come and deliver. In Biafra land, I'll give you my contact. Trustworthy, I'll give you my contact. I'm going to give you more than 10 units that will be bringing our money 100% every week to make sure that that person will travel and give it to that bridge. They'll be doing their funding, doing their contribution. If this can be done, mostly hiddenly, and we'll be doing homework. I'm telling you something. I knew what Martin Nadekalo was doing when the government, we understood what he was doing. Many people were not aware. That unit saved us so many things. Money were being contributed. Money were going out every week. Millions were moving from Biafra land, traveling abroad. In abroad, there were units, they were contributing. Are you telling me that those units were not contributing? Today, they are like the liaison office. Those liaison offices can still hold on those meetings and start doing the needful. Homework need to be done. I might be here, I cannot be able to do that. But I believe that something need to be done. If you want quick action, something need to be done. I can tell you the truth. in Imo State, I know more than 30 unit coordinators who were with me in Imo State. If I do my own work, I know those who are humbly loyal, who cannot sabotage, who have given their life for this struggle. I know them. We do our homework, they will have to do their own homework. How we are going to come together to take our oath not to sabotage ourselves. We'll do it and do the things that we've been doing before. Let the government create a receipt for everyone who is contributing in your unit, in your license. Without license office is our embassy. Let them create a unit. Let them create that office start a job. Why the contributor which comes on maybe Sunday or Saturday can normally come on internet? No problem. Before the Nigerian government will know what is happening, they will not understand where the money is coming from.
Okay.
Is it that all the people who has registered in those license offices who are in the other states, the members are no more? In Biafra, our men are still there, but they are lacking, they are afraid. The coordination need to be, somebody need to speak, and let them be. If the government will give us a representative, I'm telling you, we'll make provision from Biafra land, steady. NGOZI will not have a talk. NGOZI will not have a say. Many people will step down from that unit. He will die overnight. We bankrupt DOS. DOS will die overnight.
Okay, thank you for that. The liaisons, each countries have a way of acting, okay? And especially, for example, in Europe here, okay, let me tell you, every country in Europe has their nationalities principle of approaching things. Italy, I'm here in Italy, and good, I'm leading the Italy liaison, okay? And in Italy liaison, we are formidable. Things went wrong, and it's like I'm here in Italy liaison to make changes and to start correcting situations of what has gone wrong. A lot went wrong. I will tell you, the Ministry of Affairs, Biafran, has sent letters contacting for recognition and things, you know. And before doing that, I found out that there are a lot of things gone wrong before that. And that is what I'm tackling. And I'm tackling it not just only me, but with our Honorable Minister of Military Intelligence, and who has started the registration. We found out that even the registration in Italy has been tampered with the previous leader or rep of Italy. And that could cause a very, very big damage to Biafran government in exile, because a lot they have done there. I don't want to say it here or mention it here. Sorry for that, okay? And Italy then was around 150 people at least contributing monthly. Now it's no more 20. So now it's not up to 20 people that are formidable contributing monthly. So you can see the difference and the impact, the things that we are going through and what the government is going through. We think that the money will be coming as it is, but it's not, because people are now watching to see action, to see what is next. And we are disappointed. You know, Italy was not a country that aims in salary like America or whatever, but is a country that aim and they value what they earn, and they have a good quality of life, managing what they live. So if Italy gives you, an Italian give you 20 euro, 20 a gemma, 50 a gemma, is like 5,020, is like 500 to 2,000 a gemma of America is giving you. So whatever Italy is giving you is 10 times the value of what is coming from Africa. Put me, because I know what it is. I know what they're going through. I know what the government is. I know the company, the country, and their principles of living. Italy has a quality life. Italy manage themselves. They are very creative. And it's not about what you earn that matters, but what you do with the little you have. So when Italians, they make these sacrifices and they got disappointment, it is a kind of being starved to them. I'm sorry to say that, and it's a kind. They got wounded. They got disappointed. The disappointment is a lot on them because they know what they have gone through to give that mega sum they have. Okay, so let's leave it like that. Now, with me now, I studied in Russia, and I've been monitoring. I've seen a Russian in the cabinet here in this government as well. My next move is even to connect him and contact him in order to start getting information, getting a way we can get to Russia. So, but there are a lot of things we are thinking about. And we can see that Russia and Burkina Faso, they are making a great impact on what is going on in that area and what is going on. So we cannot just say, oh, we'll continue with Africa, with America or Europe. We need to go to other, because we don't have any enemy with anybody. If anybody comes today and says he's enjoying, he wants to help us, we will take the person. We will take the person. So my next move is to start working with this guy that is from Russia. The Russian rep we have here is my next move to meet with him. I studied in Russia and I know about Russia, to start seeing a way we can penetrate Russia on behalf of the government of the BRGIE. So that would be my next move. But I want us to start doing something that we can just stress ourselves less and come in Iwe. That is Iwe in millions. That millions, if you have the little, everybody contributing, monitored, controlled, and use it for something tangible, ufofo ahụ ị ga-eji wee mee ife, imepụta ya, amara na-eji emepụta. You follow the next step. Ọ ihe m na-ekwu. Ndewo.
Ndewo. Ndewo. BGMOA. Salute. So, guys, you have heard it. Biafrans living in Italy, you have also heard it. You guys need to buckle up. We used to be 150, now we're about 20. So we need to buckle up. You see, whether you decide to fold your hands and be watching, it will not stop Fulanis. The Fulanis are encroaching into our land, fighting us, killing our brothers and sisters. If you decided to fold your hands and wait until Onyendu come out, or wait until PM comes out, Fulani don't even care. They don't care. I know it's not been easy. We also had our sisters, asking for forgiveness to our APM because of all the things that happened then. At least this is I like it because it's also a breakthrough for our brothers and sisters that are still, so at least they now know that whatever that happened then was a lie. So we don't have any excuse anymore. That all the things they said about the APM was a lie. APM is a good man. He never stole from anybody and is not ready to steal from anybody. He's been doing his job. The APM you used to know then, when PM was there, he's still the APM. He didn't change. We have also heard how they lied against him and asked for forgiveness. So the ball is in your court, Biafrans. Biafrans living in Italy, this is an opportunity. I want to call out on you guys to come out and join in the donation and the funding of our liberation. And also to our Lizen. I heard the former people there messed up the Lizen thing. So it's our duty to have our own, form our own and everything. No wonder it was so difficult then. I can't forget the situation. It was so tough. It was so suffocating. I knew something was wrong there. I knew. But what can I do? You understand what we want to do? You know, where somebody will enter inside the government system. Kudozo property. You know. I we say na tag it off, kita as a mad. And I go na this thing you're doing is not correct. Do it this way, do it this way. So I'm so excited hearing from you, sir. So Biafrans in Italy, wake up and do the needful. We have now found we have well over 60 red flag on Ngozi. Ngozi is not even Ngozi. Her name is not Ngozi. Her name is Alimatu Abubakar, then aka Ngozi. That lady is not a Biafran, no. The lady is not a Biafran. The lady is not a Biafran.
She is a pure Fulani
She's
woman.
a pure Fulani. It's not even a genetic intermixed breed.
No, not at all.
Pure Fulani. So Biafrans living in Italy, rise up, oh. Fulani are taking over our land, and the only way forward is for us to rise up and contribute. We have had all the lessons we have had today, that we must at least occupy 2 states before we now begin to look for before our helpers can come and help, because they have to touch ground to be able to help you. You have to show them the ones you have taken to be able to help you, because they themselves, they're all about them is interest. Oh. You give me, I give you. That's what they believe. Oh. They are not emotional about it. That you have died from 1967 to now, well over 12 million Biafrans have died. They're not emotional about the death. Oh. What they're interested is what they can do for you and what they can collect from you. So it's our own duty. When you hear the government saying it's we that will liberate ourselves, the whole thing is in our hands. It's now we understand it better today. Oh. Because Tatiana and everybody, Helen, everybody analyzed it very well. Now we understand how the ball is in our court. How is we that will liberate ourselves? Because we have to support it. Support financially. Who knows how long it will take us on that note? You understand? But Helen, who knows how long it will take us? Because all this money, well, you know. But we thank God. The thing is that the people we're sending it to, they are managing it very well.
Yes,
they are really trying, my dear.
That is the work of God.
I'm telling
saying.
you, like they do miracle also there.
Exactly.
So like, is it Rage that said 1 million said today that will at least get one state and say this one is now pure Biafran, and everything there will change. Everybody, you know, we need to really talk to our people. We need to, you know, how do I say it? We need to, you know, you see how Amazonians are doing their own. They gather themselves. You see how Burkina Faso are doing their own. They see themselves as one. They got themselves together, they unite, and then they're doing things. All of them they have one goal. You see how Fulanis are also following their own.
Sister Stella, if you listen to the case of Amazonia, you know they have broken home, broken ideas there. You understand? They have been broken into pieces, a kind of, but they have one aim of restoring Amazonia. All of them are fighting for the restoration of Amazonia. They are not fighting themselves. You understand me? They are not fighting to carry Amazonia back to Cameroon. Do you understand? Because they are all one. They are all one people. But in the case of this one that they now use Fulani to infiltrate us, you see how difficult it is now. Fulani will be the last person to want Nigeria to be broken. If it's broken, where is she going to pack our people to? When they have the dream of having Nigeria as their country. You know, these are the things that our people don't even reason. All they know is just sentiment. Oh, I love her. Oh, she can speak. Oh, she can do this. Oh, she's a lady. We must support lady. You know, all those kind of stupid ideas. You understand? I don't listen to people's answer.
Please, sorry to interrupt before I forgot this point. Very, very important. If we remember these countries, the Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali, what they're doing marvelously well. But we cannot compare their situation to our situation, because our situation, we are fighting to liberate ourselves from Nigeria, which is already a country itself, and other countries finding it difficult to enter, as if entering in affairs that is not theirs. But we know the game they are all playing, those that are looking for their interest and the West. Burkina Faso, they are coming out, and the whole world is seeing it, because they're already a sovereign country. You understand me? And they have taken over, and the leader now is doing something that people are seeing that is really for them. You understand me? So that is why it's easier for Traore to do what he's doing and getting all the support from his people, and like Russia, so countries like Russia and other countries that exactly know that we are from Africa, that knows that he's fighting a just cause. But we Biafran, we are just trying to liberate ourselves in this struggle from Nigeria. You understand me? And how do we do it? We can't wait for countries, any country, to say, okay, openly do this and do that. No, they will hope on actions we are going to take. And that action is what I've been saying. We better have to do it ourselves, take the bull by the horn and call a spade, and say enough is enough. We want our freedom. Is we that we take it, not given by anybody. So when we take any action that will activate this or will attract these foreign countries, any country, whatever it is, and say, okay, what we are doing is a just cause. Okay, yeah, then we will know that this country is for us, they are supporting us. But if we don't take action and want them to come and take and say anything, my brothers and sisters, it doesn't work. It will not work. They will play on their interest. They will take whatever they want. They know that you are not serious until you take that action. And that action relies on our people. It lies on our people. How can you let Fulanis of people taking your resources and they're siphoning all your resources day in, day out, oil and petroleum and things and all those stuff, and you say it's normal? It is not normal. It is not normal. We are now talking about rare earths that the countries of China are taking in heavy. Do you know what rare earth is? Do you know what they are taking up? They will take your raw earth and be analyzing it and getting some resources out of it and processing it and making something out of it. And you say it's just a sand. No, rare earth. Do you know what they are taking? They are shipping earth day in, day out from African countries. Do you know what they're digging? Because if they go and mine those earths, they are prone to be questioned. What are you doing? So it's better they excavate it and go there to their country, take it immediately and analyze and see what they can see. It's even cheaper for them and better for them. And we are not taking it serious, and Chinese are based on that doing it. I've sent postures and things about rare earth and how earths are taken from our lands and going to China. Secondly, we let Nigeria be taking our resources, and these resources, they use it and intimidate us, and we are neglecting it. We are ruining ourselves because we're giving them hand to do that. So we have to stop it. We should find a means to stop them taking and digging our resources. It's not allowed. No country will let that go. Even in Europe here, you cannot do it. For somebody to come and tamper with what is in your land. It's not done for. So as I'm saying, we have a lot of work to do in any dimension, in multi-dimension, diplomatically, politically, anywhere, intellectually. We need to fight in all angles. Look at what is happening in our court case now, and our people are keeping mute. What is abominable? To bring a faceless person, masked person in a court to testify on somebody's crime.
Now, wow. Eh?
And we
And
see it
Biafrans are
normal.
keeping quiet.
And people are keeping quiet.
Hey.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Eh? Oh. I shed tears for my people. I'm telling you, I shed tears for our people. They are done.
That's
They
what
are
I was
finished.
asking last time. Do we still have real Biafrans? Or are we just surrounded with a genetic intermixed breed that are
We have
entering
real
NGOZI and
Biafra.
meanwhile they are not real Biafrans?
Have 100% real Biafrans. I don't think we are understanding what M MOA is talking about. The bridge is talking about. He says something that we need to look at. Maybe my own English is quite convincing us. See, it is hard time we cancel NGOZI or Awezi in matters and focus on how ebe ministry ba ubogoro kam so aso Igbo ka acho ebe ministry ubogoro fuchie ya ubogoro ebiri ye nwe ndu. If you look for where that water enter ubogoro, press it down. The bridge was giving an example. We were 150. Today they are like 20. In Biafra land, all the units scattered, everybody scattered. Ewunuzo, anu no ya, everybody balaga. Gama beja babanu, gababanu ne. We need to go down, do your evangelism. I was just speaking in the plurals. Go and do evangelism. All our units, all the license of it, see them as a unit now, which are already existing. My brother will do this thing more comfortably. Like I said, Saturday and Sunday remain normal. I mean, a space, I remain normal donation. Each countries will license offices. Start back that meeting. That spirit that died, wake it up again. Men are back to their normal consciousness. Let us be sincerity. Let them be back sincerity. They already know that this is the bridge, but they need a coordinator, somebody to coordinate them back to where they are, where they were. Look for what's happened, what spoiled that men that were 100 and then no more 100. Get back at least 50. That 50 will start doing work. Before you know it, men will start coming back to seats. And when men start coming back to seat, I want us to get it clear. Things will start happening in homeland. If we can, only 5 states, which will give us nine states, and with the 40 states of Biafra. In these 5 states gives us 9 states. Where is 3 states? Anambra 4, and Abia 4 or 3, Enugu 3, and with the back 5 of it, other brothers will come to place. Akwa Ibom know we follow up. Once Akwa Ibom follow up, my brother, and when that got chose or the governors of these 5 states will leave the state back. I happy back to Abuja or Hagaweme barracks. Come back Eziokwu. Ebutu wahala bido hemere in the other days as from last year. 2 times. Many of them will leave back this homeland. They will leave back the 5 states. When the 5 governors, they will start complaining again. By the time home meeting, and we must secret donations, a memo meeting. One day, and you come and there is something we are not getting back. Mazinam the Kalu belt, our prime minister tried to build, and now we need to rebuild those things back that broke down. Oh, Mazi, I need the Mazi complaining. Let the media do their normal work. Fund, go to your meetings. Fund, let something be happening. The APM is not giving order anymore. And when I commander general in order, let him do his own work and share his job duty. Share men, you men on how men are on, deliver your own state. You deliver your state. Deliver your state. I'm telling you something will happen in the next 1 year. When they give them this country under 1 month, this country under 1 year. I don't care who falls into it, who doesn't fall into it. In the street at home, for 2 days, 3 days, 2 days, something happened. Do you think Biafrans at homeland were not happy? Do you think we're not happy? We're in the homeland, we're happy. Because we saw that something was changing. Something was changing. When the Igbo 1 may go 5, Igbo 5 of Biafrans, we go 100 of them. You guys, see, in short.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you see. So,
Thank you.
guys,
That is the
I want to
spirit we
refresh
should
your
go. You
memory.
kill one, you
So,
go. You don't kill one, you kill more than one. That is what our people should bear in mind. That is what our people should follow. You don't kill your person and your brother and let that person free. Don't even contact the police or military. Kill them and keep quiet about it.
thank you.
Dalono.
Dalu. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to refresh your memories about the situation on ground. Nigeria has been killing Biafrans. They have been killing Christians. You understand? And from 1967 till now, they've killed well over 12 million Biafrans, Christians. You know, so we are tired, and we are tired of. What do you call it? Demonstrations and carrying placards and running along the streets. Even when we do that, also, Islamic terrorist Nigeria government will gun all of us down and kill us in our thousands and our hundreds. So we are tired, and that was how Biafra were able to organize themselves and be able to create a state within a state. And we have also had a referendum where well over 58 million Biafrans have voted yes to exit Nigeria. And Biafra has been redeclared, and where the stage where we are now is where the Biafran military armed forces are removing all the occupational Nigeria terrorist army and forces in our land, and there's institutions away from our land. This is the stage where we are. So when you hear us talking like this and doing that and defending ourselves and killings, they have killed us enough. So that is where we are. For us to get our freedom, we have to remove the occupational Islamic terrorist Nigeria government out of our land. So this is the stage where we are, and that will be done with logistics. You know what I mean? With logistics. Just the way Nigeria government are coming against Biafra government with Tucano jet fighter, with drones, with their armored tanks and their military. Our own is to defend ourselves, and they are coming into our land. You know. So Nigeria Islamic terrorist government are forcing Biafrans and Christians to be converted to Islam, and we are saying no to Islamization, no to Nigerianization, and no to Fulanization. So that's where we are. So when you're listening, so that you listen, you know, with keen, and with understanding. Let me stop here. So, and remember, the topic is who and what is terrorism, and why Nigeria kill Christians and Biafrans. That's where we are. And now we know what is who or what is terrorism, and where they are now using violence against non-combatants, against civilians, to achieve their political or ideological or religious aims. And we've been asking ourselves and finding out who and who now, with this definition, can we call a terrorist around where we stay.
I'm sorry, can I make a statement here? Who
Yes, yes.
and what is terrorism? You can see in our leader's trial, our leader is seen by himself and calm, and the Biafrans there, his relative that represent the Biafran, calling for this freedom of his people. You can see him in face, you can touch him, you can discuss with him. The Nigerians witness came with a face mask. And who wears face mask? Is it not terrorists? So what are we talking about? That obviously shows and tells you that the Nigerian government are the terrorists themselves. And they will label you a terrorist for them to go free with their act. Okay? As simple as that. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Yes, so Nigeria government is terrorists themselves. How can they go to court with their, what do you call it, with fake marks? What does that mean? It means they're not serious. It means they're lying already. For you to cover your face means you are lying, because if you're sure of what you want to say, you will come out clear and clean, so that when they call you tomorrow, you said this, you'll be able to defend it. And when you're covering your face, you will not be able to be located and identified that you said this, that you testified against this, against who. You won't. So you are the terrorist yourself. But we know it. Today we were analyzing how Sultan of Sokoto said that Boko Haram, when that you fight, if you fight Boko Haram, that you fight Allah. And Boko Haram is known as #1 deadly terrorist all over the whole world. So if you fight Boko Haram, the deadly terrorists all over the whole world, that you fight Allah, then that means that Allah is a terrorist. And then Martin Nandekano is not a Muslim. Simon Ekpa is not a Muslim. So you yourself is the terrorist yourself. Then you don't have rights to take anybody to court and discussing terrorism on the person. You are the terrorist yourself. You first of all have to remove the plank that block your eyes before you can see any dust from anybody else's eyes, because you can't see. Nigerians can't see something at their domot. Identify yourself first. You are the very terrorists that terrorizing Nigerians. You kill Nigerians. You facilitate the movement of bandits. Let me play it. Your general said so. Was it the Biafran general? No, your own general said so. Guys, hold on. I'm annoyed now. Continue deceiving people. Hold on. I'll play it. Because I think I have it here. If this, okay, let me give the mic to somebody. When I'm ready, I will. Chukuma, yeah, Chukuma, you have the mic.
Ma, please, you called me before, but I was not able to take. My device was not good then.
Chukuma, because you're not the call one. Hello, Bingwa.
Okay.
All right. How my voice sounds. Anyway. All right, thank you. I greet the house. What I just want to add to all the things everybody has contributed in this program is that Nigeria know that they are the terrorists themselves. But the question is, why is the Christian world keeping quiet? If what is happening in Nigeria happened in any Muslim country, all the social media, CNN, Fox News, American, whatever, Russia, call them, they will be on fire. What is going on in Christian world? Last time they said what the Pope died, there are some people mourning and some wearing black clothes.
Okay, please hold on.
Okay.
With the armed bandits, they kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die. Oh no! With the armed bandits.
We'll be updating with Mike going forward, but
Nigerians, they facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die. Neutral.
Guys, hold on. I want to get where it started. Because when they are saying that they collude, is it me that is colluding? Or is it Mazen Nandekano that is colluding with the bandits? Is it Mazen Nandekano that is colluding with the bandits? Or are there Biafrans that are colluding with the bandits? No, Nigeria government is colluding with the bandits. They collude. I want to hear that collude. Hold on, guys. Because it's serious here.
we'll be updating with Mike going forward. But please send that, and I'll talk to you soon, Mike. Thank you again. God bless.
God bless. Stay safe. Thanks. Every one of us must rise up, The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die. Collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die. Neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die.
Korea has seen the devastation in person. What is really happening on the ground right now to followers of Jesus in Nigeria? So, Mike, for a lot of people, they might not even know that anything's happening in Nigeria. So, can you tell us what is going on right now?
What is going on is devastation, degradation, and dehumanization of Christians, indigenous Christians, Christians who are locals, who are natives, Christians whose grandfather, great-grandfather were born in Nigeria, in northern Nigeria. Christians who are owners of the land. Today, what is happening is that they have been dispossessed. They have been dislodged and dislocated from their lands. And how is it happening? Fulani herdsmen are kidnapping them, then extorting money, worth millions of naira in Nigerian currency. Hundreds of millions of naira have been extorted from families whose members are kidnapped. And then, after a while, these families go broke, searching for money to pay as ransom. Now, what is happening again, like I said, these terrorists, and they are Fulanis who are Muslims, they come to the houses of people, they shoot dead either the father, and then they'll grab the children, who may be normally 5 or 6, and then they leave the mother, and then after 2-3 days, they'll send a text message or a cell message to the mother and say, look, yes, we kidnap your kids, we're asking for a ransom of 100 million. If you cannot pay, we will execute them one by one. We are giving you 2 weeks to do that. Oh. And that is what is happening. And in the process, some of these girls are raped. The men are brutalized. They are beaten. They are chained hands to leg. You understand? They don't go. When they want to take a pee, they pee where they are chained. When they want to go and, if they want to do anything, they do that. And I have seen and I've asked, and they've told me, a lot of these victims, not 1, not 2, but up to 20, 30, they say, look, we don't eat food maybe twice in 2 weeks. They feed us maybe twice in 2 weeks. Some of them say we live only on grasses and mango leaves, you know, and by the time they are released, a lot of them could not walk. So you see, now, and this kidnapping is happening every day. Every day somebody is murdered, not 1, not 2. Every day a household is murdered. Somebody from a household is murdered, another one from another compound is murdered, and the households are carted away into a forest in Kaduna called Rijana, which the government is very much aware of, and it's not doing anything. And now, like I told you, when they are taken into the forest, they are brutalized. And then the members of their family start looking for money to pay. And after when they secure the release of these persons, what really happened is this: they have no cash, so they have to sell their lands, their farmlands. They turn to beggar, and who buys the land? Probably the relatives of the people that kidnapped them.
That is beyond heartbreaking, my brother. So the question is, for a lot of people in the West, they want to know: is this a land dispute, or is this persecution because they're Christians?
Well, it is simply persecution because they are Christians, number one, and so that they can grab their lands. Now, I will tell you something, Raj. I am from the northern part of Nigeria, and I'm a Christian. My state being where I come from, we have over 92% population which are Christians. Where I live in northern Nigeria, the place is called Kaduna. That place is evenly divided between Christians and Muslims. Now, what the government do not like, what northern governors do not like, is that they don't want to know, they don't like hearing that, yeah, they have indigenous Christians who are northerners. They don't want that. So that they can tell the world that, look, Nigeria is divided into Christian North, Christian South, and Christian North. But unfortunately,
Hello, Sister Stella. Did you pause? Can I say something?
Yes, you can continue, please.
Okay. See,
I was finished.
okay. I just want to give an information. I just wanted to give an information. Okay. All right. See, I wanted to say something.
All right.
I want to say something. See, Sister Helen, do you believe that media is very powerful? Do you believe that message done on media can put so many things in a change? Do you believe that?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now, do you know that? Do you know that if we do some statistics, like for 1 week, call on all the license offices who are down to wake up in a meetings, secretly release delegates from all the states, all the countries that their license officers are there to do their homework, to educate our brothers back what Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was doing, what Simon Ekpa was doing on media, educating them back. They need to come back because something made them, stay off. You see that man who was on that space, who was on that very broadcast, who was saying he's from the southeast, a Christian side, but he was boldly talking about Kaduna State where their terrorists are killing people, but he couldn't mention his own place where terrorists are killing their mothers and rape. He's a coward. That man is a coward, a big coward. You understand me? These people are cowards. They can't talk about themselves where they are killing. Right now in Edo State, they are under search. They're under on the run.
They're under siege, yes, I know.
They're under on the run. Men and women, they can't even wake up and sleep. Are you getting me? Now, what do we need to do? If you tell Edo persons now to contribute on a unit where somebody can be funding, they will do that for their safety. If their brothers and sisters are outside the country who have their brothers at home at heart, will be able to go back to their unit and do funding and do what they need to do weekly or 2 weekly. They can call back their brethren to see how we can hold the land. I think what we need to do on medias this time around is to do a simple homework. Talk to the government. Look back the license that has been built. Rebuild them. Bring them back to life. Let men come back to life. That funding that we used to do at the license office, let's see that the homeland now maybe could be afraid. Many of us will do our own works. Those of them who are from Edo State, Alanso State, can do their homework. They will do our homework. Start back that hidden funding, that weekly contribution. I want us to put things into consideration. Do it and do it for 1 week. Overlook NGOZI and the goals. Concentrate on how to wake the spirit of Biafra of that sea We are back on space. And we want everybody to wake up back to their any country you are, there is a unit. Please. So people need to do their homework. Men who have been given offices to run, let them begin to release some posts for some people to do internal work for us and bring men back. If we can do this, I give you 100% that before you know it, funds will begin to come up. We don't need to come to space always to do funding, but our Saturdays and Sunday funding will be compulsory for those of us who maybe who are not in abroad, who don't have units, who don't have license offices, can come to spaces like the ones in Ghana. If there are no license office in Ghana, can come to spaces and make their donation. Perhaps also look for a way to open a license office and do the needful. We need to go back to the roots. I'm getting mad and crazy. I don't know if somebody is understanding me. We go back to the root.
At the end of the day, guys, what Onyisi is saying, all of us have to start evangelism. That's what it is.
We need to start evangelism. The media
need to start evangelism. We need to begin.
But is it not what we are doing?
No, we are not doing it.
Well, you know,
we are doing it. We are saying
it's what we are doing, my brother. Are we going to travel down to the zoo before we do it?
No, I'm not talking about
the people of states and the administrators and should get their people to begin to do the job for people in homeland and the people even outside Biafra. You understand? But they're in Africa, and they can reach to these people. That's what Onyisi is saying. Onyisi is saying that we should start evangelism, begin to discuss like never before. Because at the end of the day, we need to win out our people back. We need to.
Please, can I make my submission? My battery is running out.
Hello, Bioyo.
All right. Let me start from where our brother just stopped. Talking of evangelism, those of us who are here at home, we are doing our best. And the situation we are now, there is nobody in our land that have not heard, that have not seen, that is not witnessing what is happening. I don't think we should be, in fact, you cannot go and force anybody inside his house to come and support. What we are creating awareness on social media. We are creating awareness on the ground. We talk to people in the market. We talk to people in the church, and they hear news. They see what is happening. See, in fact, I don't want to go deep there now. See, we talk about media here. The reason why, each time somebody is killed in, what do you call it, in the Middle East, the whole world is on fire is because Al Jazeera is there and other media is pushing it here and there. One person will die, they will play it again. It will take the whole headline the whole day. But our land, Christians are under siege. We are being killed. This brother is talking about people in Kaduna because he said they come from Kaduna. What of those, if you go to the east, those of us who are in Biafra, we know how many people are that is being killed. In fact, it's uncountable. Are you telling me that the Christian world is not hearing about it?
They didn't stop you from going to CBN. This is CBN News. We can go, BRGIE can go to CBN News and lay complaints. Duty of CBN News is to carry the news.
Many of us have their Twitter handles. People tweet to them. People write to them. In fact, in my state before we have made a lot of this and write to CNN. Send almost all the pictures and evidence of people that when they evaded the state. We do it and send to CNN. Did you see them? Did you see all those things play in the media? It doesn't. I don't know what is happening. I don't know. I'm coming. Please, I'm coming. I don't know what is happening to Christian world. This is the point I'm driving at. They don't know what is happening to the Christian leaders. If you look at Nigeria, you see all the richest Christian pastors in the world. They are in Nigeria, but they are not interested in the killing. It left for us that the receiving end.
They are Islamic Christian men of God. They are not Christian. They are using deception. They are using takia, brother.
Yes. Now, those of us who are fighting today to liberate ourselves from Nigeria, from this calamity that have fallen upon us, we have one problem, and I'm thinking when we are going to solve this problem. And that problem is that I know very well that what is happening in Nigeria today, Britain have hand in it. Of 99% of it is caused by Britain, and I know that America and Britain are 5 and 6, and we are waiting for America to talk to Britain before we get our freedom. When we can cast our net to the right, until Nigeria see us that we are crazy about our decision, they cannot listen. I don't know if somebody is hearing me.
We are hearing you.
So now, because of this, every time we come, we are being social. In fact, from Radio Biafra, we talk, we hear talking every day, and the people are listening. But the truth is that, and the men are dying on the ground. We have men on ground who is doing the needful. At least, if not, we have not been able to capture one military barrack. But one day it will happen.
I know, so that we understand you. What I don't understand. So the advice you're giving, I don't understand.
Okay, the advice I'm giving now is that I'm going to make it in just 1 minute. Advice I'm giving is that Ojukwu waited for British and America, it never happened. Wazirike did the same, it never happened. Our leader Mazen can do the same, it never happened. Maz Simon Ekpa have done the same, it never happened. Why are we wasting time in Washington DC? The time we're wasting in Washington DC, we can get what we're looking for. So what we can get, what Burkina Faso today is standing because Russia is there. We need to cast our net. We don't need to gather our egg in one basket for crying out loud. That is why Nigeria is sitting on us, and that is why we are dying.
I don't understand.
What do you want us to do exactly, Alobi?
What I want us to do now is I want us to have a lobby group that will go to Russia. The money we are spending in US, divide it into 2 and get to Russia and get to China. The people
How
that
much are you spending these people?
Now,
you people just talk is cheap anyway.
Hold on.
You understand?
Now,
we all witness the fundraising every weekend, isn't it?
Yes.
How much do we have?
Now,
how many people are contributing?
Okay.
You people don't even reason at all.
Okay.
Eh?
Okay.
The money, do you know how many places it's going?
Okay.
Eh?
Now
they're going to Russia. Do you think it is really easy?
Then
we need to do something. We need to fund contribution for our men to liberate at least 2 or 3 states for us.
This defense will be
on a criteria where we can meet people also, or maybe you can get help. This morning we also learned that for us to get this tangible help we are looking for, that we need to also must have gotten a state, a state, how do I say it? Remove occupational Nigeria government from at least a state.
How are we going to remove occupational forces when we don't have what we need to destroy our
mother? Going to do it how the way
can I inform Alobi, please? Can I inform Alobi? Let me give you an information.
I don't understand. Have we not been destroying our tank before?
Sister Helen, can I inform Alobi a little? Let me inform a little. Alobi.
I'm here.
Alobi. We are in the homeland. I believe something.
Me
if you
too,
understand what we're saying.
Me too, I'm in homeland.
Hold on. Since when Nnamdi Kanu were in seat, let me start from there. Were you ever in a unit?
Yes. I'm coming. I am a papa. I'm going to answer you directly so that you know who we are talking to. I am a papa zonal coordinator. I was once Lagos State PRO. I hosted radio Biafra transmitter in my house in Apapa. Ask those who know.
Hold on. I don't want to know where you were a coordinator in Apapa.
No, I just want to tell you.
Please.
Did I ask you that question? In your unit, you do this contribution. If you're in Biafra land and you don't need to go to market to call people to come, all you need to do is coordinate those coordinators. I'm a coordinator in the way. If I tell you who I am now, the next people they will come to my house and pick me. But I know how many coordinators I have spoken to, and what they want to do is, can we still have that route when they contribute money, like the way we used to imagine? We used to contribute, and somebody will come and carry it and give it to the finance. We have the finance in brief. If they can dedicate people, why we say let them go back to all the license. We start their family meeting. We start doing the needful of that. If you want us to go to bring Biafra down today to make sure we get Biafra, we do it. Because I know what I'm talking about. I've been in this system for long. I know the need and regulation of this system. To get what we want is money. And you cannot be coming to say $1, $2, $50, $10. You can't go out anywhere. You need to go to our either that office or home and make a coordination. That coordinator, that's why Nandekado brought out unit. I want to explain to you why that unit was brought out, is to be able to fund. And men and women did their best every week. Money was going out. Money was going out. Money was going out. Homeland was doing their own. Those in the Espara was doing their own. If that can come back to seat and people are called back to seat, those souls we have lost, we bring them back, coordinate with them, make them understand the need, what is happening. Like I did give you an example. In Edo State today, they are feeling the heat. Imo State felt the heat. Olu felt the heat. So many places felt the heat. Before that heat started in Olu, we were still contributing before everybody scattered, before Mazaman Nandekalo was kidnapped. Then our Prime Minister took it up, started evangelizing. At the stage, we started that contribution again. And at the end of the day,
listen, let me say this before you continue. You see, when I am now, because I'm no longer in Lagos, I'm back in Holland. Now, we also started gathering together, paying our dues. Even we are still paying our tax every month, liberation every month, even now. But something, when some people have seen us talking to only one side of the world that have refused to listen to us for more than 50 years. My brother, somebody who said when you continue to do one thing and you are still getting the same result, you try another thing. We need to try it. This, as much as we are saying let us go back and gather ourselves so that we begin to raise money. We need to do something. If we are talking to God, let's talk to Satan. This is my stand. I'm not. If we are talking to God, let's talk to Satan, because the man who is British and America like their mother and son, it is difficult to go against each other. But if we are able, if our acting prime minister have been the one going to to Moscow, the way he's going to Washington DC, by now Nigeria would deliver our land without shooting one bullet, because they will understand that Moscow does not take no for an answer. That is why Burkina Faso now is standing their ground. This is what we need to know. We have been trying Europe and America for 50 years, and more than 12 million people have died.
Yes, I know. I understand what you're saying. Now, since that has happened, but Burkina Faso is a country of its own now. We are trying to liberate ourselves. But I think that what we should be looking at is now. Now, rather than going to USO or going to what they call it, German, or going to Brazil, or going to Germany, or going to wherever to meet, I think what we should do is this: if the homeland and the license office can contribute the money, we have a general who is doing the needful. We have 40 states of Biafra. We have men on ground. We don't need people to join it anymore. All we need to.
Okay, thank you. Conversation between Onyisi and Alobi. Thank you. So at the end of the day, what you guys are, Onyisi is telling us to increase the evangelism, to get to, speaking more to our people so that they will understand what's going on and be able to come around. Alobi is saying another thing entirely. Alobi is saying that Britain and America are one and sis. You understand that they love each other. So if if Britain is the people that are doing us what we are doing, Olobi said, if is it that is Russia, our APM have been going and going and going and going all this while, that even the fear of going there and coming back and going there and coming back, Nigeria will have dashed us Biafra land. I don't know how that one is true, but that is view of Alobi. So because I want to, when we're discussing, so will be, people will be understanding what we are talking about. So that's the view of Alobi. Alobi wants us to do something else. Alobi wants us to move away from America, go to Russia and try also, since it's also Russia that is helping Tuaori. Is that not what you mean, Alobi? I'm going to pick the mic. Okay, you said yes. Okay.
That is what
So
I
that's
mean. That is what I mean. As
so
we are trying America, we should also try in Russia. Because South Sudan, it was China that helped South Sudan to get their independence. Go and check it.
but you see, okay, hold on.
No,
But
no, no.
something we learned,
Onyis,
something,
I
there's
disagree with
something,
you. It's not China. It's in
there's,
USA. Butch.
there's something we learned this morning. Chekwelu, no. There's something we learned this morning. We learned that everything, everybody, our country will give his interest, that are not emotional about it. At the end of the day, you have to give a country something and they will collect something from you. They will give you something and you collect from them. They will not collect from you. So, guys, so we learned this morning that because we've not been able to at least get a particular portion or one state even that we say this is pure Biafra. We have removed all the occupational Nigeria terrorist Islamic government from at least one state. It will not make reason. I mean, it will be reasonable of what you guys are out for. But for now, with the rate of the sabotage, that's what I understood this morning. With the rate of the sabotage, now no country, even the Russia lobby you're looking for, will not listen to you. Because what they don't want is to dent their image. At the end of the day, Biafra they don't want to get themselves involved with that. They want to be sure of people they are dealing with, that this is what you want and this is the achievements you have done so far, by at least taking over at least one state out of the whole 40 states you have there. I don't know, do you understand? So if you, at the end of the day, you still no wonder the ball will always come back to us. That is we, that is our freedom is in our hands. Is we that will have to do something. So now, what Alobi wants to find out is now, if so, how are we, or maybe it's me that wants to find out. If so, now, how are we going to, since the money is not enough, how are we going to do this? That's where now Onyisi comes to play. Whereby he is now telling us the way forward now with the situation we have at hands is to begin to evangelize to our people concerning the situation. But I'll not be saying that they have eye, they could see what Fulani are doing to our people. So, but Onyisi is saying that this is the time now to evangelize, to begin to talk to our people one after the other, all those business tycoons, Biafra business tycoons we know. This is time to visit them, talk to them, write to them, call them on the phone, tell them what's going on, so that they'll be able to reconvert all the people that were confused and went to the other side.
Those
That
people
was
are
it.
still waiting. Those people are still waiting for us to take over one state before they will support.
But
This thing is just like that. America, we are going to have America. Have we taken any state before we start lobbying America? No, we have not. So why are we head bent? Ojuku died waiting for Britain and America. Was Rike the same? Our
okay,
We need
so
leader,
to do
Prime Minister.
homework.
biasing,
That
Why
is
do
the
we
homework,
head
instead of
bent?
Alobi.
pushing them, hold on.
Alobi, we need to do
So I
homework. We
was
need to fund.
understanding you.
We need to do.
So Alobi, what you're saying is now is like a waste of your money and a waste of time. Is that what you're saying? That instead of going, since they are waiting for us to occupy, at least take over one state, at least to start before they can come to listening to us or having a deal with us. You said instead of them, if it's so, instead of we going to waste the money we have to America, why don't we now put it into logistics? Is that what you're saying, Alobi? Now answer.
Okay. Yes. If America is waiting for us to take over a state or any other country before they support us, then let us see if we can manufacture something we can use to take over the state and we'll stop wasting our money going to Washington D.C. every time. Because honestly, if I tell you, say, they annoy me, I don't invest. I don't invest because for a long time, what is America? 3 years, Donald Trump will go away, and all the cabinet we are talking to will go to wherever they are going to go to, and they will have options. Not that we don't have options.
Please, can I come into this
Yes, thank
this
you. You come in. Yes.
preoccupation?
Mm-hmm.
His frustration, I understand it very well. Okay. This struggle is a multi-dimension. Okay, of which is what he's stressing out, that we cannot just concentrate on one dimension. Okay, but on these multi dimensions, diplomacy. And in diplomacy, what do we involve? We involve this, our lobbying and all the stuff to do all the talk in America. And we have that belief that once America says something, you know, the whole world will follow. Now, we've got a government now in America that, I mean, is what we support and is what we are hoping for. But let us bear in mind that this government has just 4 years. It's almost running 1 year now. This is the first year. And this government immediately, okay, this is my own perspective, okay? All right, I'm analyzing it due to what his argument is now. He has already put Israel, action on Israel, action on America, which is America First, okay? Then on this America First, you see the DASI and the tax and things, and you see how the economy is running now and very uncertainty now, and all the war behind. It's not our capacity to say that, but with that, we can know where we are facing, that anything can change any moment. Now, since Middle East problem has been touched, is it not time for our problem to be touched, at least 10% of what has been touched in Middle East, Israel, Arab, and things, okay? Okay? Mind you all that during this government and his first presidency, the Biafrans supported it, our people were killed, and nothing was said until after 4 years, nothing up till now. Let us look at it. So we cannot just put all our eggs in one basket, but in different baskets. That is what I understand that Alobi, okay, that is Alobi, is that the name? Please.
Yes.
That is where he's coming from. That is where I understand he's coming from. Okay. I'm not saying, and he's not saying, let us not just go on lobbies and all these things supporting America. But we cannot say that American enemy should be our enemy. No. We don't have enemy at all with anybody. Even the Fulanis are not our enemy, if they are well behaved. If the Fulanis behave well, we welcome him or her, but to respect our way of life and respect that this land is not his, that he should behave the way we are behaving. Just like we Africans, we Biafrans, we travel all over the world and respect the rules and regulations of other countries. Let me remind us that during Biafra War, the English lobbied Russians to join them, and they fought Russia. Russians fought Biafra. But do you know that now in European policy and things that Russia and Biafra and England are in a very tight position that they don't go with one another? So why should we not, think about going to the enemy of our principal enemy, which is the England, to go and talk to them and have a way out? Okay, we know that something has happened before and we had misunderstanding. Now you are now knowing the truth, and the people that work with you, can you come? This is what we have. This is our aim. This is what we want our people, and the people, we already have the evidence with the Burkina Faso, which I've already said before. Let's consult him, consult Russia. Since Russia, we don't see Russia as our enemy. You understand me? I would prefer that as well. But even you see that the English are very good friends to the Americans we are running to. And you know that England cannot do with Americans, and Americans that cannot do with England. So do you see the tight corner we are? And we're expecting America to give us the first light. If they tell us what to do, it is hurting England, and they know that their best interest is in England. So we should be very smart in this.
So, sir, let it not be they have been playing us also.
No. It's not that. No. I'm
Eh?
just look. I'm not saying that America. Do you know that America, England, we say that the relationship is there's a political way of saying it with the present. You know. So I'm just using logic in that. You understand me? I'm not saying America
Yeah,
will disappointed us or anything.
thinking out.
There is no
They are
logic.
thinking
Hold
They
on.
have been playing us. There's no logic.
They
These
have
people
been
have been
playing
playing
us.
with
They have
our
been playing us.
intelligence. They have been playing us.
My people,
Excuse
this is
me.
please. I have a little time, please. Can I say something?
Yes, you can. Who
Yeah,
Okay,
talking?
sorry, can I
so
conclude? Can I conclude, please? Can I conclude? I'm not,
Okay,
can I please understand me? Let me conclude. I'm not saying America, they are going to disturb it, but we've been expecting them for long. For long. And the American enemy should not be our enemy. We don't have enemy as a people, as the Ndibo. You understand me? We are smarter than that. So we should play our card well. We should channel our card in different baskets and do something in order to relieve us from this shackle. That is what I mean. And that is where I'm coming from. Thank you all.
Me, I support. Oh, I support. Oh. Okay, thank you, sir. My info. Well, you have the mic.
okay, thank you very much. Good evening, everybody from here. I'm from Homeland. As a matter of fact, where I am now is it's not easy for me to contribute, but because Biafra is in my blood, I always find a way to see how I contribute. What I want to say is that everything said here is very, very good. It's very, very okay. But we have one particular challenge. What is the challenge? A gemma. You can't go to Russia empty-handed. You can't go to another place empty-handed. Everything boils down to a gemma.
The
Now,
thing is that let the BRGIE agree. Go to Nahane. Go to one.
so
It's everything. Nothing is nothing.
so
The
because
thing is, let them even come. Hold on. The thing is, let them even come to terms that I think this is a time to really go there.
mm,
You understand? That's what we're
uh,
trying to do
yeah,
here.
yes,
Seeing
because
that things can change towards there also. We
yes,
should
my
allow
my
them.
my mother, my sister, please, I am coming from somewhere because number one, we have seen that we have been waiting for America. We have never, apart from our PM now, who officially went to them and then presented our matter the way it's supposed to be by bringing in lobbyists. He's the first person to do that.
No, our
And it
leader
has not
have been
been,
there. Our leader
it,
have been there. Let's not
yes, he
misinform people.
was,
Our
no,
leader was there
yes,
before he
he
was
was,
kidnapped.
I
He was there
know, but
during the, I think 2019 during the Donald Trump what do you call it
I know
second
now,
whatever, and they will have
which,
lobbyists there that will be going. Even Uchomofo was with him in the White House.
I
This is
know,
not the first time. Even we need to change
I,
the pattern.
wait,
No, but
This is
they
where
don't
it
want
is.
that
Now
friend.
you see, this thing we're talking about now is diplomacy and politics. It doesn't work the way you think it does.
Guy,
Okay,
which
so now,
lobby are you talking about? The lobby that was just eating money and nothing was
so
done?
so the
Is that the lobby you are talking
okay,
about? Did you see anything that they showed
okay.
there? Please,
It is also
you should mind the way you speak, I beg.
so now this is why.
Please, who eat money? Helen.
Is it not the lobbies that they are talking about that they were paying? And they were not even paying them according to people that were following up then. You understand? They were not paying them. They were putting the money in their pocket. The likes of them, Uche Mefo and the rest of them.
Uchemefa and
You understand? They were not doing the job.
Let
Abbas.
see, please. Let me. I will tell you this. I'll go. I'm not that big. Because of here. Because of here, our leader was in the White House. Our leader was in the White House and the Voice of America. It is there on the media.
Okay.
Well, Alobi, 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 I'm sorry, not Alobi. Ogoyisi. So okay, now, thank you very much. The what you're saying is that our leader have been to White House. Oh, that is true. But what I'm trying to say is that going to White House is not as equal as presenting your matter to the very people. Because this is not, it's not about, it's not because what we too, I followed Onye and I saw that he was in the campaign train of the Trump now then. So now, but the issue here is this. Remember that this is diplomatic this thing. It doesn't just happen overnight. It's something that takes a process. And the way our APM is going about it is the right way and is perfect. Now, there are some things that is needed. Now, do you know one of the problem we're having now is that this breakaway is still going peddling Biafra. If there is a way they can stop that breakaway from using that name, you get it now. That is will be a very good thing for us, because what is happening is that the people we are talking to, they are also watching. They are looking at the things you're saying. They're saying, okay, these people are doing this. Now, the most important area we should focus more now is on our homeland, which demand the same agenda I talked about. Because to liberate a state is not a couple. There is something Onyisi said that is even what made me to pick up Mike. What is it? Let us find a way of getting the people in the homeland the way we did the referendum something. You know, we did it in such a way that the people didn't even know didn't even know that it was done. So we can use that formula, we can use that format to get the people to begin to do something, you know, from here. Do you get it? So we can use that format to begin to bring to, because
Yes,
we
I
are
agree with
fighting
you.
a multi-headed monster. If you understand what I'm saying, do you know how many people are fighting? We have many people who are fighting. You are fighting our own brothers, our own self, the sabus, a lot of sabus within. That is now. If you know where I am, if anybody hears this I'm saying now, they may pick me up any moment. But because I cannot but say something, so I am not afraid of it. So you hear it now. So that's why most of the times I come to listen and I won't say anything because of where I am. You get it? Because the people there, they don't. In fact, within a short period of time, you will see people coming for you because they don't listen. Now they are our people. They are our own people. So I'm just trying to say, okay, that when you said, let's find a way, because what is needed highest now, mostly, is a Gemma. Okay, I believe our military, if we have a Gemma that is needed, this thing we are talking about is very simple. I know what they can do. I'm in the homeland. I'm not in the diaspora. I'm not even in Lagos. I am in the hot place. I won't tell my location because of security reasons.
It's okay,
So thank you very
So we
much.
appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
You're agreeing with Onyisi that we
Yes.
should start evangelism. Use that system we used during our voting. What do you say? You have the mic.
So thank you very much, my dear. So let me go down.
Ike gwukwara akwa kamgbe anyị nọ here, since we have been talking, everybody has been saying my mind since. So everybody has been saying, that's why I've been patient. You still see me come up my mic today, Sister Stella. You didn't ask me why.
Why?
Everybody, the conversation has been going so well, because the opinion, the idea, and I've seen that yes, our people are now waking up to understand the facts. You know,
yes,
we have been
people are now
hitting
beginning
it point
to
by
think.
point. We have been hitting it point by point since. So that was the reason why I was just calm. I said yes, everywhere is good. So what we are discussing here, at the end of the day, we still need a Gemma. So me myself, I really support the idea of Mazi Onyisi, because we really need to find a way to do something, especially back home. Back home, really need to find a way to do something, especially back home. So that idea, Mazi, is a welcome. So I believe that by the grace of God, we're going to work with that and see what we can achieve. So
millions, sincere people who give us 100% sincerity. Sincerity. I'm telling you, 100%. In the next 6 months, our account gonna abalite. And when you man, all the license office, I don't want to abia na Saturday, Sunday, member contribution. Each of the say spend, anya gawa spend. Uno chocha jema Russia, anya gawa Russia. Uno chocha jema Jaffa Kapanchan. One men no every commander. Iga no na yono. Agba go to nye order 5 states first. Bitogori na 5 states. Deliver line 5 states. Lekwa ha yenye gi. When the men really this e contribute go. Na gba nke we zoku. Coordinators some get meeting now. In Imo State, meet like 15 coordinators. New assignment to do. I know what I know who I am. Man, I'm very well.
Okay,
We know
Mazo isi ko.
so ihe na-akọwala anyị is this, that na anyị bido evangelism, begin to talk to our people house to house,
100%. 100%. They wake up.
you understand, and then try and tell them what's going on, what we need, that the real deal is to at least secure a particular state, 2, 3 states, and then make sure that that state na ndị Nigeria have to go there totally, you understand, and then so anyị na-ekwuzi anya na-agbanye egbe enu that at least na nke a na anyị enwetegwe nọ nke anyị already na ndị Nigeria nọ na there na, you know, so we have to really do a homework one. We have to really do, you know, on local system.
So because I'm using 1 minute now.
Yeah,
For my so I'm just going to do one question. This question should not be nobody should be offended with this question. I want to ask those of our brothers and sisters that has been following the or Fulani. I want to ask, with all this why, is there any other commander apart from Igwe Putuzo, our commander, our general, that she has presented to you people, and maybe is there anything, any terrorists, any of the Nigerian terrorists that they have dislodged, or is there anything that these people have done, or these people have done that you have seen to, you know, in the fight of this migration? Is there any activities like that?
Let me answer you that question.
And why are these people,
let me answer you that.
If not, why are these people still even listening to this bastard?
Hold on.
Why are they even going to the extent of even putting money there? This is a question, my brother.
But 1 million, come back down. Let me answer that question. See, the truth is this. You see that question you ask here now is irrelevant. Where it will be relevant is when we start our home assignments. When you meet them at home individually in abroad, ask them these questions. Let them give you evidences. We'll give them evidences. We'll convince them, which I'm doing 100%. Coming here now is irrelevant to me. We go home, I talk to them, I show them evidences, I convince them, I tell them, oh yeah, if you feel that what you're doing, what she's doing is good, pay money into that place. I take them by challenge and they will look at me. Nah, when they say, go work, and you get 2 weeks, make up also. They tell me, what do we do? This is what I'm telling you. When they have film, I about the film. I want us to know one thing. Ignore these people. Let us ignore these people. Let's do evangelism. Ignore NGOZI. Let them, if let them use Biafra name and go on space every morning, night, and afternoon. We need something to do. Somebody says something when they know, and when they put out of 100, when they form when they maybe. One day we need to look for those who are sitting down home. Show them the play. Ask them this very simple question. NGOZI mega here. What have you been able to? Unga command down here. Unga Biafra land. Which you go to film. You go to film caterpillar. You go to film caterpillar space. You go to film caterpillar.
Oh, you can't suspect. Now all these people know with NGOZI by this time. When the one Nigerian is on the Nigerian.
Yeah, pride. Adan against pride. 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 Adam. Many of them out of what you know, they have heard. They are so arrogant, so pride. Many of them came down here, they couldn't bear it. They had to run back. They have no option than to be there for now. There's something Alobi said. Many of them are there trying to see how the thing could start there so that they can come from the back door again. Most of these people came from the back door. They always come from the back door. I've told you something. I met some of my coordinators. When I was talking to them, they were coming back from the back door and joined my prime minister when game was so hot on the land of Biafra. They came from the back door. After coming in from the back door, they went back and start going back through that back door to join NGOZI. Now, I am going back to them to bring them out again so that they can come back from the back door and do the needful. See, what we need to do is, when we come to them, we play this tape before them, show them evidence. When none of new I don't know for Masin and the Cameroon of my
reserve or because whatever Mike. You could don't worry, reserve over the one.
Okay. Mazi Biafra, let me just make this announcement in case nobody has talked about this announcement that I want to give here. Our acting prime minister already made an announcement that if you know anybody that you know that can be able to fund this liberation, you can contact him directly or you contact him through the information minister. So when you see Biafra, if you have people that you know that they are capable to create a very good and positive impact in this our liberation, you are free. If you have the number of the APM, you are free to contact him. You have a meeting with him or you contact him through the information minister. So the government is open for every idea, and everything that we have been saying here is very good. We have one mind, we know what we are looking for.
I follow him. I follow him.
Yeah,
let him follow me. If he's not following me, Toti, tell him, let me give him a link. I'm following him up. But I want to be sure because him there is in abroad. There are too many people. I don't want to go and give message to a wrong person. Once he gives me a message, I'm in Nigeria. I'm in homeland. Let him give me a message. And when I'm on Lagos, they are afraid of doing anything. They are richer than me.
Okay, yes, good. Okay, Toti, go ahead.
I don't want you to be going to these details. See, we are online here, you understand. We need to manage our information sometimes. I've seen that you have a lot to offer. So that is why I'm telling you now, you understand. You can reach out to the APM directly if you have his contact number. Or you can
yeah, Mazi Toti. If he's on WhatsApp, if he is on WhatsApp, then I will try to write.
I can't give you any information on WhatsApp. Sorry, I can't give you any information on WhatsApp.
Okay.
I can go on Telegram.
Okay.
I can't give you anything.
Okay, fine. Okay, just listen to Toti. Just listen to Toti. Thank you.
Yeah, you see, all these things that you're talking about is available. You understand? In whatever way you're going to reach him, you're going to reach him. But I'm telling you now, the easiest way, if you know you don't have his contact number, then you can go to the government website, you might see his contact number there, or you contact him through the information minister, which is Honorable Sonia Parawa. You understand? So you can be able to have a meeting with the government. The government is open for everybody that have idea. If you have people, come, we will discuss. Already there's an IOU over there, you understand, and there will still be many other ways as well. You understand, to have the discussion to make sure that we fund this liberation. You understand? So try to reach the government through this channel that I've advised you to, so you can be able, to have a meeting with them, and these things that you're saying here can be of good use to the liberation. So I don't want us to start going into details here online. You understand? So just reserve whatever you know that you have or whatever you know, and then reach out to the government. Thank you very much, Biafra. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So when you see Nuguya, okay. And while you're still in homeland, contact people and join your state group in Telegram. Join there.
And I'm join your group. And come join. I join it. I'm a mutunji boss on my ma's invite.
Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah, when you see, I'm not telling you to go and join group. I've told you what to do. When you reach out to the information minister, he will get you to the APM directly. You are not getting him through any group. So just follow this channel that I've advised you to follow. At the end of the day, you will reach the APM. That I assure you. So go to the information minister, talk to him, tell him your ideas and the meetings. Even though Mr. Snow is here as well, maybe Mr. Snow maybe if you have time, Mr. Snow, if you have time, you can come up and make some kind of assurance onto this information. You understand? Your voice will be good for EC Biafra as well. So please request for the mic so you can be brought up, Mr. Snow. Thank you very much. So EC Biafra, I've advised you just go through that channel. You will get to the APM directly. So you understand? You are not going through any back door or any group. Okay? Thank you.
Okay.
Please, can I round up and drop from the mic?
Hello, Bichedukwan. Ancestral here. Ancestral, you have the mic. Ancestral, your hand is up. Okay, Ancestral is not there. Round up.
All right. Thank you. One of the problem or one of the challenges we have is that those who have a very good and beautiful suggestion, they are not anywhere in our world, in any world, even here in homeland. They are not in any license. They are not in. They are just. Many of them are only. You can only meet them on the social media like this. But they have a best advice to give. This is one of the problem we have in this struggle. Those who think we can do things that, but they are not in it. You cannot find them in any of our meetings. This is one of the problems. But
okay, so hold on. I'm
just
only see have too much fear. I got na state group
mba ana m atụ ụjọ anọ na m na this system gbaa ya in and out achọọ m ime adọji ga ala obi agha aghọta ama m ihe m na-akọ anọ m forefront madam ịghọta m very well anọ m na the forefront at the highest platform even community mama na my community my community gbọla mama awụ
ozugbo anyị aghọtago ya deal anyị aghọtago onye iwu okay and Alobi okwu niile nwere ụsụsa Alobi biko zikwa n'ike onye malụ ihe a na-ekwu ka let everybody get involved anyhow they want to begin to get involved if they want to even come anonymous it's okay the most important thing that they are dropping the dough and they are doing IOU loan so we don't need them physically because I'm telling you a governor might make up his mind that you know what, to hell with Arabs, to hell with Fulani, to hell with Islam. And you don't expect such a governor to just come and begin to do what we are doing. No. He will do whatever he wants to do anonymous. So we'll give them room.
All right, let me make my submission. All right,
so
that's okay.
What are we saying? Otachi, what are you saying?
No, go ahead.
Because each time I love people, only hire a chow society. I love you, Zoe, Kaibia, mic. Equity, you have mic. Equity. Equity, your hand is up. You have the mic.
I am the only one active.
Resistance. Unmute yourself. Imagine.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mami Stella, Helen Peters, Maz Thoughts, 1 million, all protocol duly observed.
I'm asking, can you change really up and down? Because I was looking at Equity as somebody that is coming. Hold on, Equity. We'll go to Chichi. Chichi a little. Okay. Equity, you have the mic.
They say our APM, it has multiple names. So I'm using multiple names. So if anything is, I don't see anything.
Because it has multiple names too.
Yeah,
because it's Alima too.
I have multiple names too.
Emma, some have come back again.
They are dealing with him. Oh, that's why you see him like this. Oh. It's not like he's enjoying the situation. Go on, equity.
Okay. I saw something online, so I wanted to ask, and I also read a tweet from our commander Ross. So he tweeted of the Russia Musa having aligned with the Russia. So is this true? Because I saw it too in the media. So I wanted to know if how true this is, because I remember some time ago we were here and we are talking about maybe having we are just deliberating about okay meeting with the Russian if our government can actually have something strike with the Russians and all of that. So I now saw this news. I don't know how sure and true it
Equity.
is.
Musa is behaving like the devil, no? They will hear what we say, our discussions, they now go and it's all about propaganda, equity. But we'll go to 30 to answer you. 30, you have the mic. 30, 30, Anakwanuno.
Yes, I'm here. Emerson, please, can you repeat the question?
Okay,
On the
I mean,
question, I think.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. The the news of the Musa having aligned with the Russians, something like that, so Russia to fight the Boko Haram, and we all know they are not fighting any Boko Haram, anything. All of these things they are targeting us. All these things just they are all targeting us. So, how true is this?
That information is true. You understand because it was published by the Punch newspaper, and there was some convoy that came from Russia. You understand? No, see, but that one shouldn't be a problem. That one shouldn't be a problem of anybody, and that doesn't stop us having a relationship with Russia. You understand? These people
When
have
will you
been
start,
being.
Kwani?
You said, okay. No, I'm
He
coming. I'm
said that
coming.
that doesn't stop us having a relationship with Russia.
Yes, yes,
If we also we
yes.
can even have a relationship with Russia.
No. Wait, wait. I don't want us to complicate what I'm trying to say. I will still tell you the reason why we can still be friends with Russia. You understand? In another level, but not in an alliance level, because now we are lobbying America. We cannot lobby any other person. You understand? But relationship differs. It might be maybe there's some particular thing we need from Russia that doesn't stop us from getting it from Russia when we have the resources to get it from them. You understand? But the country we are lobbying now, which is America, is just like our alliance. You understand? And I don't think diplomatically and politically you can be able to have two countries that you are lobbying at the same time. You understand? So, and we know that America and Russia, they are also having a longer head. You understand? And it won't even work. But that doesn't stop that if there's anything we need from Russia, we cannot get from Russia when we have resources to get it from them. But from there, for them to be like the political godfather for now, where we have America, no, I don't think it's possible. Anybody can come up to, say anything there. But I know and 99% sure of what I'm trying to say here. You understand? So imagine that one is not a problem. The problem is for us to do what we're supposed to do. Do you understand? Russia have already had bilateral agreements with Nigeria for decades. They have been doing things for decades. So now you are not
My co-host, sorry to interject you one second, please. Do you know when all these things can work? I wish we have been able to get hold of few of our natural resources or our land or our states. That time we can move here. We can use that to but now we don't have anything to negotiate now because we are still on struggle. We are still trying to liberate our land. So that is why it's somehow thank you. That's what I just wanted to.
No, but that shouldn't be a problem for any Biafra. You understand? Even if Russia decide to come with Nigeria to Biafra to come and fight. They will collect. Do you understand? They are not the first people that have come now. America has brought people now. Syria has brought Pakistan. Many people have come, and as they come, they collect. You understand? What we are doing here, we are fighting for freedom. We are not looking for anybody's problem. But if it become our problem, we'll face you with what we have. I understand. So that one is not a problem. You understand? If they let them decide to come with their army, America have already supported them before in the Joe Biden regime. We even saw some of the bombs that was thrown in Biafra land. It was made in USA. Who gave Nigeria those weapons to come and fight? And the mercenaries they have been bringing. What has been happening to them? If they can come out now, no country itself wants to even give Nigeria this thing. Machineries anymore. They don't want to give them machineries anymore. You think most have been traveling all over the places. They have refused to give them machinery because all the machineries they have brought to Biafra land have been taken down. This is what I'm telling you is 100% sure. What I'm telling you, you understand? There are so many things. There are so many things behind the scenes that people don't know. You understand? Even they brought some from Angola. So many countries. You know, they brought them. They came to do what they did.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
But is it possible that even Biafra can begin to manufacture some things, some logistics for themselves?
Absolutely. Biafran people are doing things for themselves. You understand? They have been doing. We saw the other day they launched an AK-49. We saw that was Biafran made. It was done in Biafra land. All these Obunigwe that they are using, they are the one making it. They are not buying it. You understand? They just get the substance to make it. They make it themselves, and they have even modernized it now that you can be able to put it somewhere and stay somewhere and press a button and it will slow. You understand? So they have gone far. You know, they don't. Do you think that for the Biafran Defense Forces to be able to wage this Nigerian terrorist government up to this extent, do you think it's easy? They are good brains. They are intelligent people in the Biafra. Let me just talk small today. You understand? Let me talk today. There are people, educated people in the Biafran Liberation Army. So sometimes when people try to talk down on all these people, I just laugh at them. There are people that have good job that they are doing, but because of this Biafra struggle, they left what they were doing and came into the struggle. They are inside the bushes.
But you mean we have engineers in Biafra
Yes,
army?
absolutely. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You think it's a joke? They have. Okay, the other guy that during the time of Nelly that they deceived some people in America, deceived them with money. When they captured that guy, it paid our prime minister so much because our prime minister tried to talk to that guy not to go. But the guy left the camp and came out from the camp and tried to build another camp there. That was how the Nigerian government. Today, nobody knows, maybe they have killed him. But when they apprehended him, then they shot him in the leg. That thing paid. Our prime minister even made a statement that time, saying, very fine break. And it's not only them, many are there inside the bushes doing things. You understand? So most of the things they use, they produce themselves. Most of the things they use, they produce themselves. So people should not think that maybe these people inside the bushes, they are illiterate. They are not illiterate. There are some people that you will see, you'll be surprised. They are not illiterate. They are doing things. Good brain. Do you think it's good? It's easy to manufacture that to be way? They have to come together and bring something that we use since 1960, 1970. They came to the 21st century and start to redo those things back again. And it's working effectively. And they are doing more. So the only thing we need as Biafrans is to continue to fund it. See, we have a very fine government. I just want to tell you guys something. Whatever our supreme leader and our prime minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, did, they did it on an international level. Our military itself are internationally trained, and you cannot even see them like that. You cannot see them. They are trained. They cannot. I've had testimonies where even sometimes they meet some people in a lonely way, maybe your car spoiled. They will come. They will help you with your car. If you want to give them something, they will tell you no. Very disciplined. They don't take things. Ask people around in Biafra land. They don't take things. So if they do anything for you, they don't take anything in return to let you know how disciplined they are. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, because I'll go back to Ekul before. So at the end of the day again, everything revolves money, funding, or not. 30.
Yes, 100%, 100%. Everything boils down to money. So that is why we are telling our brothers to come back. So this thing that we have prepared to liberate ourselves will not get spoiled. That is why we are telling them, pleading on them. You understand? Not to be distracted. We already have everything we need to get this liberation. All we need is to feed it, sponsor it, fund it, give it food, and you will see things will start to happen. Men are just there, but the resources are not there for them to come out. By the time they come out, Nigeria, when they were telling you when they were telling you that Nigeria doesn't know what is coming today, you think they are joking. They are not joking, but they are just trying. They are looking at us. They want to gain our trust back. That is what they are looking before they will be able to do what they will do, and everybody will be surprised. They want to gain our trust back, but we are misbehaving. They are just watching. And if you watch when all this brouhaha started, they didn't say anything. The only thing they did, they write a memo to the government to conduct elections. After that, have you seen them say anything again? So that's just the way they are. You understand? They know
And
what
they
they are
thought
doing. People think they are illiterate. You can just go and they know what. No, they are intelligent people, educated people. They do their things well. They do their things in a way, in a government format. That's where they do their things. They sit down, they discuss before they take decision. They don't just take decision because they love you or they like you. No, they take a just decision because all of them are on oath, a serious one and a strong oath, all of them. So people should know before they try to go there. Because
and I noticed one thing, 30. Musa is becoming very, very uncomfortable these days.
because things are happening. Things are see. For quite some time now, Sister Stella, you're not being available. But I used to tell people, things are happening, but it's not happening the way we want. But things are happening. Yeah.
It happened in Okigwe last 2 weeks. They were using motor to carry themselves. One life. They were carrying their motor. They were begging for themselves to hijack themselves back home. They were begging themselves.
Exactly.
It happened live. Don't be say I did home. I know it's in the shop.
We don't see most of those gory pictures anymore is because how fragile.
Power in the comment section.
Now. You understand? That is why you will not see most of this pictures for a reason. And I believe that most of us understand it's for a reason. You understand? We are into a very critical situation now. So that is why you will not see this. But things are happening every day. Even though the Liberation Army is not good, they have evicted Nigerian military in homeland. That's what now. The Nigerian military are those ones, that are always in the midst of civilians. And they're using those civilians as shield. And you see them on checkpoints. You understand? Those are the ones that you will see on those checkpoints. When you go into the villages, into the town, you will not see, even the policeman cannot even go in some places to say he or she wants, or a soldier will go that he wants to go and arrest somebody in Biafra land. It's not possible. I'm telling you, it's not possible. They don't go. They are not using vigilante like all these people. That's why you see them using them inside the villages and then some nearby towns. You understand? So that, but things are happening, Sister Stella. Things are happening. Don't think the government just put their hands. Things are happening, but it's on a low key. You understand? Because of what they are trying to do. You understand?
And because we don't have much money, guys, what we need now is funding. If not, so this Islamic terrorist Fulani government, they will kill all of us.
And
we need to rise up and support our funding.
And if you see recently now, you can see that the Biafran Liberation Army is now very much operational in Enugu State. I hope you guys have seen it. They are now more operational in that area. You understand? And very soon that area will come down. They are much operational in that Enugu side. You understand? But they just need funding so they can be able to escalate and cover many areas at the same time. You understand? On the floor.
So when we finish saying everything, it still goes back to funding. So we have capable hands, we have our military, we have engineers, we have everything that we need. What we need now is money for the logistics. Even the ones that are producing, they also need money to get the things they need to do it with. I love you have the mic.
All right, thank you. You see, as talking about money, there is one of the way to get money in this struggle. Our leader tried it before, it worked, and our prime minister tried it, it worked. It's not just about talking to people. Before our leader come up with ESN, we know how much we are raising before ESN, how we are getting money before ESN. But immediately ESN was unveiled, people begin to come up with money. People begin to support. There are actions that leaders will take. Money will come up. Our lead prime minister did it. When our people see the way our men was chasing the terrorists in our land here and there, money begin to come out. If we want to get money now, there is a way. The same thing we need to do. We need to move. We need to do things like what I said before. I'm in homeland. In fact, I have met some celebrities in Igbo land, top celebrities we know in Igbo land in Lagos. I have been in their offices talking to them for money for this struggle. I don't want to, like I said before, I was hosting Radio Biafra transmitter in Lagos. So I'm not a person that is hiding like that. Though I have moved from Lagos to homeland because of the way they were coming after some of us. Now, if we want to raise money, I think our leadership need to sit down and think. If we move from Washington, go somewhere else, people will begin to bring out money, because in as much as we are producing what we are using, we are not going. Israel is producing weapons, but they still depend in US to supply them what to defend themselves with. We don't have all of what it takes. Me, I'm in homeland. I know what I do. I know some places I go for what our men are using, but we still need a country that we can get those things from. That is why I talk about Russia. That is why I talk about China. That's why I talk about the countries that can supply us what we need. Hamas is a terrorist organization, yes, but North Korea was supplying them weapons to fight Israel. We need, I don't know if I'm coming out because my phone is going off and on. If we can get this, am I coming out, please? Am I talking to myself?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Now, if our leaders begin to throw their net left, right, and center, those who are in homeland, money will come out. People will see what is that our leaders are shaking hand here, shaking hand there. The money will come out, man. We don't need to go and begin to use microphone and begin. The money will come out. It has happened
Okay,
here, then
so
it
what
has
you're
happened in
saying,
this.
I know our people need more action. Is that what you mean?
Exactly. What I'm saying is that our leaders, not even the men on ground, our leaders need to move out from where we are speaking English in America and go to where things are happening. Period.
You keep on telling us to change direction. Should we annul the direction or just do the two?
No, if we are talking English,
we should. If we are speaking
English, we should have. See, when you are praying for peace, you prepare for war, and that is why Israel is standing. We should, and when peace does not. I don't know how to put it in English, but the thing is that we need to spread our net. If we are talking to America, we should talk to North Korea. If you are talking to God, talk to Satan. If God cannot help us, maybe we'll get help from Satan. If that is what some of you who are living in the diaspora does not know what we are facing, those of us who are here. Me, for a long time, I don't go to my village because they chased me out of Lagos because my house was hosting transmitter. They arrested some other person in what do you call it? Close to synagogue, what do you call it? Joshua, listen. And I move. I know what our people are going through. So if we keep speaking English, painting the word political correctness, we will still stay here another 50 years with us.
Yeah, I love it. I understand the fire that is burning with you, but sometimes the way you talk, very good. It's good. It's nice. We can, but it doesn't work that way, my brother. What the government is doing in the international state is politics, and you have to play by the rules. Despite you see most of these countries fighting themselves, but they still follow a rule. Despite that Russia and America are having loggerhead, but Russia is still following the rule that America laid down for them because the dollar still controls their currency. So, when you are playing international politics, you don't just go all about. You understand?
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you agree with me that all the instruments we need to defend our land that as of today we cannot produce all of them? Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree with you. No, I agree with you.
Okay,
100%.
if you agree with me 100%, are you agreeing with me that America and Britain cannot supply us those things to defend ourselves? Do you agree with me?
What is your bargain chip? What is your bargain chip, Alobi? Because
this is the problem. Now that we are talking to America, what is our bargain chip?
See, listen. What we are doing in America is
no. Now that we are talking to America, what is our bargain chip? Just I want to know.
Listen, and the
50 years.
The response that America normally gives our EPM, of which he has said it so many times, is what are you doing back home? How many territory have you covered? How many territory are you controlling in this supported state of
Okay. How can we take that territory with the little things we are producing to defend ourselves? How can we take it? Israel has produced. Israel is one of the arms supplying country in the world, but they are buying arms from other countries. They are buying arms from other countries. We need to get country to buy arms from them.
Hello,
wait, you are getting it wrong. Listen to me. I've made a statement here. If I said that you getting anything that you need to defend your land from Russia or any other country, it is possible. But we are talking about a fund. That is why at the end of the day, everything boils down on funding.
Exactly, it boils down to JJ.
You want to carry empty hand and go to Russia for them to give you weapons? Or you want to carry empty hand and go to North Korea to give you weapons? You think that's the way the national market works?
Now, even if we...
How much are we raising?
If we have the money now, we don't have the lobbies to get that thing from Russia. See, this is something you people must get to.
You give us the money if we don't have the lobby. Give us the money. We have men, we have lobbyists. We need money. Ejema is what is holding us in all this. Please.
Do you people understand what Alobi?
When our leaders.
Hold on. Our COS is here. I believe you want to address this your argument here. Thank you. Yeah. COS, please, you have the mic. You are welcome, sir.
Unmute yourself.
Sorry, no.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I would have actually liked Alobi to finish so that I can respond to all that he's saying.
We've been on this argument since, sir. So
okay.
That is why I say you should come up then.
Thank you very much, Sister Helen Peters. Dr. Vio, good morning. Senior citizen, good morning from here. Thank you for hosting us. We've been on for the past 7 hours. I actually just joined the space. I joined the space when Onisi Biafra was ending his submission, and I wished I heard everything he said. But that notwithstanding, thank you all for being here. 1 million, I found my brother. I love the greetings from here. Ancestral resistance. Troops. Obi Chicago, I know you're here. Biafra Liaison Malaysia. Greetings from here.
Keep sharing.
The gatekeeper, babe, everyone on this space, I'm making everybody. Odogu, Celine, I don't know if you're here. Obi Chicago, I'm sure she's here. Greetings, everyone. Alobi, you have every reason to feel the way you feel, just like each and every one of us feel a certain kind of way when it comes. It's because of your love for what we're doing and the need for what we're doing to come to, an end, for all this war to come to an end. That is why you would say all the things you're saying. I want to remind us something. It is there on the media. It is there on the media. Russia is giving Nigeria some strategies on sharing strategic ways of combating terrorism. Terrorism, they said. Russia knows what is going on in our land. You don't. If you any person who thinks that that Russia doesn't know what is going on in our land is lying to themselves. Russia has a way. They know. Russia is one of the governments that engineers propaganda on the media whenever and however, and they send it to places that they want it to be seen. It's just what it is. So they know what is going on in our land. But they are giving Nigeria, they are sharing intelligence on how to combat terrorism with Nigeria. Russia knows that Nigeria is recruiting Boko Haram and all other terrorists into their military. You think they don't know that? Do we really think that they don't know that? Which other country in the world recruits terrorists into their military? Russia knows all of this. China is in our land trying to to put in their foot. They know that they will get better with a corrupt Nigerian system as opposed to you. These are things that we should all know. And I only mentioned these two countries because those are the two countries you mentioned when you said reach out and get what you want and do this and you know all these people as they know, have any of them said anything about Nigeria? No. But the US is saying something about Nigeria. Now you mention Biafra in front of some senators and they know what you're talking about. You mentioned the East, they are the ones to tell you it's Biafra. You think that what do you think that our APM is doing in Washington? My brother, the problem here is us. The problem here is us. We, as Biafran people, we are the problem. I give this analysis every time. People want to see what is going on. People want to see this. What about those thousands of us who are in diaspora, who has been following Onyendu, who are following our PM, who understand all that we have been saying? What about those few thousands of us standing up in the line for all these over 80 million people? What about those few thousands of us standing up and just pitching in their 20 agenda? But you expect another country to come and give you what they have. You expect other countries that fought and did whatever they did to be where they are, to give you what they have. My brother, the problem is us. You run away from Lagos and because of the persecution that is happening to you in Lagos. And you were in Lagos and you know, we have Yoruba people. I said this earlier. We have Yoruba people who come on this media to fight with us over Biafra, over everything. You think that our people in Lagos don't get the same information that they get? It's in the algorithm. So as they're opening their internet, they're seeing it. It's in the algorithm. Our everyday people, even in Lagos, can do. Onyendu has said it even before. You know, it's like we pick and choose what Onyendu said, the ones that we want to take. Onyendu has said it before that even those in Lagos can fund this liberation if they want to. Our PM came, he has done. What is it that our PM has not done? The government, the cabinet, those who stood by our PM, who understood what our PM is saying, made sure to finish that last lap of that declaration. Took all the insults and everything to get to it, saved themselves from flaring up and everything, just to make sure that we finish that event that the enemy wanted to stop by all means. We're here. We keep acting like we didn't hear that a few people said that PM said we should cancel the declaration. Did people not hear it? Uche in Finland, that Uche said it with his mouth. But there are people still listening to all of that. There are people who still don't want to look at what we're saying. My brother, they are killing our people every day, every now and then, putting it in the media. This is not about the one you and I post out here. It is about the one that is out there in the general for the general public to see. Why would it not touch an Igbo man? Why would it not touch a Biafran man that they are, your own brother and your sisters are being killed? When your people are being killed, you get up and ask questions. The dead person is not going to speak for themselves. It is for the living to speak for the dead. But all these people ignore us, ignore what we're doing, ignore what we're saying. But we are reaching out to other people to help us and fight our fights. It is in our hands. The kind of freedom we get lies on us. If we want the freedom where we're going to beg the rest of the world to give us freedom, that's up to us. If we want to fight, defend our land, do what we have to do and be free so that everybody will know that you don't mess with Biafrans. It is up to us to take that route. But I am telling us here that a few thousands of us who are dedicatedly doing what they're supposed to do, Anamaguno before God and man, there is over 20,000 young Biafrans in America who have the capacity to fund us, who are hearing what I am saying, who are hearing what you're saying, who have come across what you're saying. It mustn't come from your mouth. So it is on us to fight for this freedom. Christians in Biafra land are being massacred everywhere you go. They go to the church, they go to Moka's church and massacre people in his church. Is that not a reason for Moka to stand up in his pulpit and say, these people that went and killed my fellow Christians, you have done evil? Is that not enough reason for him to do that? They kidnap Catholic priests. They kill some of them. Is that not a big reason for the Vatican City to stand up and say, oh, the killing of Christians, the killing of priests in Nigeria has got to stop? Is that not enough reason? All I am saying is this. If we keep waiting for people to pitch in, to speak for us, I mean, look at the look at the whole media about Ibrahim Traore. What has Ibrahim Traore said today or done that Onyendu has said more, because Onyendu is always speaking for the killings of our people? This is even just about power. In case you say, oh, that is a country. Well, was Biafra Republic, was Biafra not a country that they killed over 5.5 million people? Why is nobody speaking? Why did nobody speak about it? Why is nobody speaking about it? Even as we still have it in all around our lips, singing it like a song. Why has nobody spoken about it? My people, if we do not rise up and do what we are supposed to do, I can assure you that the same way the West and the rest of the world ignored the fact that Buhari was dead and he led Nigeria, that is the same way they will sit back and join these people if they take over your land. It's a conquest. It is a conquest going on. People have got to stand up and do what they are supposed to do. Let us stop painting this thing. Let us stop painting this thing. Go to General Razu's X platform. There's something he wrote there. I know a lot of people wouldn't see it because it doesn't have pictures or videos and all of that. It's just a write-up. People don't really go and just start reading write-ups. But I tell you, from everything he said there, our people seem not to yet be ready for freedom. It is unfortunate that we're seeking for help from everybody, but we have millions of Biafrans in the United States, in UK, all over the world, who can do what they are supposed to do. Do you people know that $55, let me not call it Gemma, so that they can hear me, $55 from even 1 million people is going to help this government a great deal. We have that in the United States. onyendu that all any Igbo person, any Biafra, any person who is existing today in that whole territory knows onyendu. Onyendu came and begged these people here for one ejema, $1. My brother, we are the problem. That the government functions. Do you think that the government will function on urine? Do you also realize that all these people who are working and doing A, B, C, Z, D for the government, be it admin, be it rep, be it whatever, do you realize that they don't get paid? So they are taking that, you that is staying here, you that is here talking, they, after 7 hours, Sister Stella is here. Who is paying her for doing that? But some other people, in their large numbers, cannot just reason reason for once, and say, hey, these killings, these people, these my people that are dying, it could be my sister someday, it could be my mother one day, it could be my brother the other day, it could be my cousin someday. They can think that way and just do what they are supposed to do. How long do you think that the people who have been carrying this stretch, how long do you think they can hold on? You think that the people that we are fighting are not increasing in their artilleries? They have just gone to Russia. Who will get military equipment? This is what Russia did 1967 to 1970. But we are here begging people to do what they are supposed to do. My brother, our people are the problem. Biafrans are their own problem. The rest of the world has kept quiet over everything that is going on in our land, and our people join them to keep quiet against us too. So our people are the problem, Alobi. We don't need to go and beg anybody for anything. And for the record, the Biafra Republic government is doing marvelous work in Washington, D.C. The only time you will see the effect of what you're doing is you do your own parts. They are asking you in Washington. They want to see that you are truly ready to be free, that you can be an ally, that they will not start a fight with you and you run away from them. That is what any country that is wise, that wants an alliance with you, wants to see. The Ambazonians are in alliance with us, they know, because they know that ours is of the blood. We are never going to leave Ambazonia. It's not going to happen in any generation of Biafra. So they know that. They know that you stand shoulder to shoulder with them. But if you cannot even show the people that you are asking to recognize you, that you can stand shoulder to shoulder with your brother and fight. Come on, what do you want? We need to tell ourselves the truth. Until Biafrans start doing what they're supposed to do, our freedom will be very, very far away from us. Dalun, everyone. Because for today's space, I'm giving my 20 again. I'll send you the receipt, Sister Helen. Dalun,
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
because ndị niile nọ here. May God give you the strength. May God give all of you the strength to continue this job that you're doing. I am annoyed. We know it's not easy, but believe you me, just like Onyendu said, it will be a miracle. We should keep doing what we're doing so that we'll be a part of this miracle that will happen to our people and that will happen to the rest of the world. Because the restoration of Biafra, the pure restoration of Biafra will bring a whole lot of sanity to Africa. And Africa is the place that everybody wants to be right now. So we are going to restore sanity and peace to the rest of the world. God will give us that strength. As you all gather here, He will always gather to watch after your children, to look after whatever assignment, whatever work that you have to do, that you have left to do this job. God will look after it because He said, "Onye na-akọ n'ubi Chukwu ka Chineke na-akọ n'ubi ya." Very simple. He that cultivates in his farm is who He will cultivate in his own farm. You're doing God's work. Do not forget that. Keep doing what you're doing, and victory will surely be ours. Dalolo. Dalolo,
Sir, can I
everyone.
ask you a question, please?
Yeah, Mr. Snow, are you open for
Alobi,
question?
go
Are you
ahead,
free to?
please.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
Alobi, go ahead.
All right, Mr. Snow, thank you for coming around. Sir, you talk about that the problem is our people, and our leader has been hammering on our people
Thank you,
till now.
Regina.
Sir, are you saying that until our people in America begin to give $1 or $5, until those of us who are in homeland, people, all the Biafrans, begin to contribute money before we can get what freedom for Biafra? That is number one. Number two, you said that now Russia is giving Nigeria advice, but I'm very sure that 2 years ago, that was not the same. They were not advising Nigeria. There was a vacuum that was created, and they have to, since nobody is there, Nigeria have to fix it. Are you saying that if we have been talking to at least Russia the way we are talking to America for over 50 years, that now our land will still be under siege? Is that what you are saying?
I want to ask you a question. Please remind me the day you forgave Russia for killing our children in Biafra land. Remind me the day you forgave Russia for killing our children in Biafra land.
I have not forgiven Russia, nor Britain, nor America in their silence.
Please
Why our people are being
remind me the day. I will be no problem. Just tell me the day that Russia has apologized for killing your children.
Russia
Have
have not
recognized the fact that they did this to you. Remind me that day, please.
Russia have not apologized. Neither America apologized for their silence, because they were on. It was happening under their watch.
Are you truly sure that you have? Are you truly sure that you have the concrete information that America was silent? Are you truly sure?
Yes, because America said if the war would have lasted another 6 months, they would have come in. Maybe that what do you call it? More people would have died. But then we don't. The Ojukwu does not have that information. Ojukwu does not have that information.
Hold on. You're not seeing a better alliance with the man who even spoke at all, as opposed to the man who killed you. You're not seeing a better alliance amongst the two.
I see. Okay, now that alliance have lasted for 50 years, and for these 50 years, most
Which alliance?
Now, because
which
we have been talking to America.
Let's have a proper conversation. Which alliance are you making reference to? America and Biafra, is that what you're saying?
Now, yes, that's what I'm saying.
So you do not know that from Elias and our APM starting to do what they're doing is what jogged into the mind of the people of America about Biafra and everything that happened. You do not.
Are you saying that?
Have you not heard the comment that? Have you not heard the comment that? Oh, this is back again. Have you not heard that comment? Have you not heard that comment?
I have heard that comment from our APM.
The problem is this. You have forgotten. Our people are so quick to forget. You have forgotten that there are people who were working with Onyendu and they were just making a fool of everything. They were not doing the right thing. People like Bruce Penn was just defrauding our people because they had better interests.
I have not forgotten.
But you are speaking like you have forgotten.
Because before you come in, we talk
in the short time that this government has existed, our PM has brought something to the table, bringing in the government.
I agreed. But
you are here now talking about people recognizing your government, recognizing you as a Biafran. But your own people are not recognizing that. No. If your people recognize the fact that Biafra, Alobi, my brother. If your people recognize the fact that Biafra government, or that the Biafran people are doing what that they really want this freedom, nobody will be begging them to do their contributions.
That is why I ask you, is it until all our Biafran recognize and begin to contribute for this struggle before the freedom of Biafra? That is the first question I ask.
But all Biafrans don't need to do it. All Biafrans do not need to do it. If we hold on, Alobi, then out of 80 million people, Biko, 100,000, is that all? Is that a large number to compare to? Do you know that we can lose 100 people in 6 months in Biafra land? Do you know that?
I know.
100,000 people in Biafra land in 6 months. Do you know that? So the
Yes.
problem is with our people who are
No.
hearing us, who are hearing you and I talking right now. The problem is with them. You are talking about only, and everybody wants to talk about only. And said it's not all of our people that will. No, he said that he will be a few. They will move and the others will follow. I am telling you that all this while that everybody has been talking, was Wazirike, IPOB as an organization that was speaking for Biafran people, they didn't do the right things that they're supposed to do. But the PM came,
Okay.
brought in a government. That is that thing, a structure. There is no country in Africa that has the structure that Biafra Republic government in exile has. I am telling you, go and check anywhere. Nobody, no government in Africa has this structure that we have. But your people and my people have refused to even look at what you are telling them. But we want to come and start talking about other countries that are not giving you chain gun or AK-47 because you are dying. How is it their problem that you are dying? I am telling you here that if you
Because
do
we are
not
not
do, if
talking
we
to them.
hold on, Alobi, how are you going to talk to Onyanebu 1 year? How do you want me to talk to you that they're killing your brother? How do you want me
No,
to
I'm
come
not
and
talking
tell the
about.
person
I'm
in
not talking.
Lagos that I don't live
No,
in
no,
that they have burnt
no.
and
What?
bulldozed the shop of his own fellow brothers that he knows that might have high blood pressure now? How do I need to start talking to that person to
I'm
do
not
the
talking
right thing for
about
their
our
own
people.
people?
I'm not talking about people. I'm not talking about people. You are talking about
Mhm.
other countries. That is what I'm saying. Because we are wasting all the energy we have, all the resources we have for over 15 years, 50 years, talking to America, waiting for British, who is the engine of our problem. And we forgot that we can also talk to other people, even if we're not talking of recognizing Biafra, but at least if we are able to raise the small money we get, we can be able to get something to add to what we are producing here to defend ourselves. That is just all what I'm talking. Because I'm
That
not
money,
happy for us wasting
that
time
money is what
in
you and I are
Washington
raising.
DC and White House. I'm not happy for the way, because those of us who are here are suffering and we're wasting time. 3 years coming. Maybe Donald Trump, bye bye you. We are still here talking. Good day.
Alobi, you and I are saying the same thing. When did you get into Washington, D.C.? That's what my question. You've been in Washington, D.C. for about 2 years
Yeah.
or less.
No, yes, that is this government. Our leader in 2019 was
But I just
touring
told you
into
that
US.
those
He
people
was
they
in
want.
White House,
But
but
I just made it very clear.
was
I just made it very clear to you, Alobi, that
in
the
the
people
White
who
House?
work with
Was he in the
Onye
White
and
House? Was he in the White
Alobi,
House?
can you listen? Can you listen?
I'm
I just
listening.
made it
I'm
very
listening.
clear to you. I just made it very clear to you that the people who worked with Onye on all of that, they didn't do what they're supposed to do. They
But
were busy trying to embezzle
was our
Biafra. That's what I
leader
told you here.
was our
So that
I
means,
agreed. But
hold on, Alobi, listen. That means that we just got into Washington, D.C. We have just started educating them. And even in a very
so
quick response, they are already telling you what you need to do. What else do you need a man to
so
tell you? It's okay,
okay,
we're going to
no,
that's what we're talking
okay,
about.
now Nico,
I
now
know you keep
this
talking,
one I will stop.
about you keep talking about all of our people. I am telling you about the people who are professing Onyendu to be their leader, who know what is going on,
Augustino,
who know the
Augustino,
death of
Mr.
our
Snow,
people. Can you prefer?
Mr. Snow, Mr. Snow, Mr. Snow.
Yes, go ahead, Onisi Biafra,
I
please
think
go ahead.
really well. Alobi,
Yeah,
Alobi,
I'm hearing. I'm here.
I want you to get something from what our Mr. Snow is saying. We all understand what we are doing, and we understand what you're saying. The same thing you want is what I want, but the thing is this. Now, okay, they want you to start something for yourself. They've heard your
Which our
complaint.
men are
If I
doing.
go to Russia, if I go to Russia now, Russia will still tell me the same thing. Okay, we have heard what to say. Or you do something for yourself. Russia will not give you money now. Russia will not give you money, and you don't have all your now to give to Russia. We don't even have all your now to give to you to UA. What we need to do is to bring their face to what is happening to you. Now, if you listen to me very well, and we actually be you said you were in Mazi Namdekala and you were having a unit in Lagos. Now we are in homeland. I'm in the homeland. They are in abroad.
I'm also in the
They will do
homeland
their
now.
own.
I'm also in
Hold
Ebonyi
on,
State.
hold on. Don't tell me where you are. Just listen.
No, I
They're in
just
the
want to tell
abroad
you
now.
that I'm in homeland.
hold on now, hold on, my brother. I'm in the homeland. They are in abroad. They have license office. Let them do their homework. If we have 100 license office, for example, and that 100 license office are supposed to have in each license office 50 members who are constant and they do their work, I think something will happen. We in homeland, we do used to have unit and we don't have that unit anymore. We know ourselves. We do the homework. Go and meet coordinators who will meet other people and meet other people. We coordinate other people and go to them say, we need fund, we need to deliver. Our men have started
Bros,
doing their job. This is the case.
then you are not in this. We still have word. We still have word. We don't longer have unit. We have word. Even as I'm talking to you on Sunday.
Now, we don't have listen now, guys. Listen to me. We don't have you don't have unit anymore. I'm just giving instance.
But we have
those of us who
word that represent those units.
Listen now.
We have word that.
Listen. I have been in this system. NGOZI was leading that unit we're talking about. She messed up.
It's not true.
Those
we
people,
still have other units who are not controlled by NGOZI.
Listen. If I do contribution, I might not come here to come and tell you I won't contribute $1, $2. No, I'm not interested. Let me get a room where men are going to contribute enough money to buy what we want to do, deliver. Let us begin to deliver and hold one land. If you can hold Abakaliki from Abakaliki, if Abakaliki is on that stage and they are hearing that Biafra is taking it over, something is going to happen. People are going to go for faces. Remove them from the land. We need to remove them, and we need bullets. We need bullets. We don't need America to come and give us bullets.
That is the same thing I'm saying. That's the same thing I'm saying.
Now we don't need to listen, Oga. What we need to do is how do we bring back the people that has fallen? How would you bring back those people that has been deceived? How do we come back to begin to fund again? We need to do homework. Simple English. Let us do homework and begin to create that money back. Simple. Everywhere.
Okay.
Okay. If you can convince people in Abakaliki to start to contribute again, let them start contributing. Get the contact.
That is why I'm telling you that here we still have a word. We still have a word. And on Sunday we are still going to have meetings. This coming Sunday we are still going to have meetings.
Good.
Do you understand? So we have word. If in your state you know.
Yeah, guys. Let's tone it down, please. Let's talk one after the other, please. Let's tone it down, and then there's some kind of too much information that is coming out here on this platform. I would like us to restrain. We don't like when you're mentioning places like location and time. Please. Mazi, OGC Biafra, and
they will be winding down. We'll be winding down, no? So help so we can conclude.
All right, we'll take some hands now. Mazi, OGC Biafra, and Alubi, you guys should just take 2 minutes to round up whatever disagreement that you are having here, so we can move the mic, because a senior citizen wants to, say good night for today. So I will mute you guys now. Please, let's talk one after the other, so the space will not be so rowdy. Thank you very much, guys.
Okay, let me just round up.
Sorry, Tote. Please let Adobe and Onyisi, please. I want to ask both of you questions. Please don't go. Okay, please. Please.
Okay, let me round up. So that Onyisi can continue. Number one is that we are still having, this time we no longer have unit, because this is why some people did not. I don't want to go detail. We now have.
Hold on. Afam ask the question so that they will.
Okay, please, Alobi, there is one thing I want to say. Like the meeting you're talking about, my brother, I believe you understand when our leader cancelled about all meetings because of the way when they are going for meeting, they go and gather our people and kill and arrest them even when they were doing meeting. So he cancelled it. My brother, I understand your anger, and like what our COS have explained to you here, there is one thing. When somebody comes to beat you, to beat your children, you don't have to go for somebody to come and save you. You have to fight to defend your children. How much are we paying our lobby? He was trying to explain something to you. During our Onyendu, you were talking. They have criminals that are even Nigerian. This thing even published it then and said that we IPOP. That was then IPOP. It was not a government.
that they are spending 80,000, and people were eating that money then. But now I remember our PM came out. He said it was $10,000 that they are paying our lobbies monthly.
You
And
say you have a question, please. Please ask the question.
yeah. What I'm asking you, hey, what I want to ask both of you, please. You that are in homeland, please. Is there any way you people can be giving us information about our politicians and those that are working for them, the Biafran politicians, of them coming out,
Okay.
please? It's very important.
And
Of them, whenever they.
Sorry. I'm not liking the such conversation by telling somebody here on the public space to be giving you information of the no. Please, let's just jettison that idea and stick to